All right, I got a picture up. Oh wait, I have unsaved changes. Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh, I think that worked. Talk, Steve.
You think so?
It did. Oh my god, that was it.
How is that even
I
possible?
don't even know, but your avatar lights up when you talk now. Yay.
Hooray!
Yay!
Wow, all it took was a camel picture.
I thought it had to be a setting specifically in your end of the settings. I was like, what the hell? All right. Welcome back to Dawn of Defiance. We are in episode 3, the Queen of Air and Darkness. Let's do one of these numbers. Episode 3.4 Imperial Threats. Continuing their search on Cloud City, the party gets important information from the Ugnaught engineers. The hut has long been taking Tabana gas, siphoned from Fig and Associates, and selling it to the Empire. Transactions are discreet, however, the next transaction will take place during the Cloud City Sabacc tournament. Between the Yareth Bespin Hotel and the host of the tournament, the Royal Casino, the party seeks any connection to Darga and his dealings with the Empire. That is where we will start. Tonight, y'all had just defeated some rogue Ugnaughts in the refinery, which took a whole session. That's what you missed there, Zyle. Zyle was successful in getting a couple of nat 20s. I just burned through them for you as a GM, so don't expect any of those anytime soon. And and the person that went down and had to make 3 death saves, luckily getting 3 successes, was our friend Minnick, who now has 1 hit point, limps into this office with these Ugnaughts that originally hired you for the job, part of the Parliament of Guilds, and they thank you. They give you this information. They look at you with a little grief in their eyes as they see you beat up and limping in. And they say, best bet is to either go to the Yareth Bespin Hotel or the Royal Casino, but I suspect that there'll be an Imperial presence for the tournament.
Of course there is.
All right, what would you like to do?
Live.
Live, really live.
Minnick, you've got score marks through your cloak. You're dragging your limp little body through the halls of the lower levels of Bespin, or of the Cloud City.
We should probably get you before we make any other moves, especially if the Empire's here.
Is that going to be problematic with Beetle? Because the Empire is going to look at that droid like,
Yeah, I don't think I should be within 15 feet of that tournament.
You're going to take one look at you and go, like, what the hell is that? And any cover we could have had is going to be blown.
He did manage to go through the city with that cloak of euros that helped him stay relatively discreet.
But is that going to work with the Empire, though? I mean, just some like random bystanders that may or may not be paying attention to you. I mean, sure. But to trained Imperial agents, I don't know that it's going to work as well as you think it will.
Do you think maybe we could get something a bit more advanced for
you might not have
disguising?
Or we could just like wing it, and hopefully you won't get shot at. I mean, that's an option.
That's an option, but I feel like if I get shot at, it's going to probably blow the anyone I'm with. So we're all going to get shot at once that happens.
This is true. So that's a good question. Do we need to find a guy that knows a guy that's very, very discreet that can potentially help us out with that? Anyone have any ideas?
Well, the others have been here for a long time. Maybe they know somebody.
I think that's our only lead at the moment.
Kryn, the guy who is a little bit more confident than his nervous buddy, turns to you and says, You need help getting around the city?
Well, our giant, large, imposing friend next to me is, well, say him walking next to Imperial agents or walking around Imperial agents is going to be very problematic. We might want to find a way to make his profile a bit less unassuming,
He's
or a bit
quite
more unassuming.
intimidating. He looks similar to the security droids that the Wingguard has on staff, but with 4 arms, he stands out like a sore thumb.
Well, he's similar to the security droids. You tell me there's more droids like him?
Well, Cloud City employs its own security droids to deal with the rare, nefarious folk that cause trouble.
Interesting. And you're saying they're similar to this model?
Not quite, but if you blur your eyes, they might look alike. They have jetpacks, though. They're a bit more, perhaps, mobile.
We might be able to bullshit it potentially. Maybe,
but I mean, I think if that's gonna happen, I'm gonna need to take one of those droid security clearance codes to take it to anyone.
that's what I was thinking. If we can borrow, we're going to use the term borrow for now. One of the security droids, and maybe transfer his ID to Beetle, and maybe take some appendages and temporarily utilize them for our purposes. Maybe we can make some clever deception.
I think that will be our only option. So I'd say if you guys want me to join you in the tournament for extra security, then you better get to it. You better find some.
Things are going to go.
Kryn walks up to you and says, perhaps this information would help. And he shows you a terminal where it shows that the Royal Casino is looking to hire temporary security for the upcoming tournament. They've been hiring for several moons now. Hard to find good help, I suppose.
I'm scanning through the paid document. Do I see anything that's concerning with this, or does it just look like a generic kind of like a droid for hire, security for hire kind of thing?
Yeah, it looks pretty plain. It doesn't have any like marketing flair. You see the name Jock Mondelbrock, who is the owner of the Royal Casino. Says that he'll be, your boss. However, you likely would not meet him. But yeah, it looks like sort of a boring temporary hire security gig.
Well, is he looking for more than just droids? Maybe we can all sign up for security, and that might be able to get us in.
It doesn't say anything about specifically droids. It said,
fantastic.
If you have experience with security, then stop on by to the Royal Casino, check in with the security door, and get an interview.
Oh, we're totally familiar with security, aren't we, boys?
I think I am.
That was what I was used before, so I certainly am.
That might be the play. What do you guys think?
I mean, it could be. I like the move. Yeah. We could have like 3 of us try to be in security, like a detail, right? And then like if we need to abandon that detail, have like Euro and maybe the other 3-foot club members like, be in the actual SW5e tournament area. I don't know.
Yeah, I could kind of picture trying to blend in with the crowd.
Yeah, I feel like it should be split half and half.
Usually don't want to split the party, but this is a good time too.
So, 3-foot club kind of like enters the SW5e tournament and gets in that way, and the rest of us go try to do this. Yeah, get the security job and do that.
Are there any other types of things, like how large is the casino? So is there like a roulette or blackjack or something type of a thing?
Kryn,
might be near it.
Are you asking Kryn?
Yeah. Well, I'm QB. I'm not familiar with casinos too often. I've only experienced Sabak with our good friend Euro. So I'm not really sure what to expect, or perhaps maybe there's other games that might be near the Sabak area that would allow for some better, I guess, better cover. You know.
Oh, I will tell you that the Royal Casino is maybe the best casino in the galaxy. It's opulent, serves nobles, and is massive. If you've never been to the tournament, it's not simply spectating the gamblers in the Sabak tournament, although that is the main event, but there are games and dance-offs and hollow chess tournaments and news folks around, and it is a huge event with many different activities to participate in throughout the weekend.
Excellent.
I am not feeling too good and am out of med packs. Are we going to take a rest before this tournament?
How long until the tournament?
The tournament starts in 2 days, and
Perfect.
the cost for entry is 25,000 credits.
Yikes.
But the prize is 1,000,000 credits.
Oh, good reward to effort ratio. I don't know how rich everybody is.
I immediately look to Euro. 1,000,000 credits. I know he's here, but
Yeah, Jeff, looks like I lost all my money somehow. Did something happen to me, or did my sheet just bug out?
Oh no.
I'm broke as shit right now.
That is odd. I don't know what happened.
He's been robbed.
I've been robbed. Gone for a week.
That might have been when we
So are
had
we-
your page go wonky, so I'll have to look back at an old recording to see how much you had.
About 7,600 credits, give or take.
Or
Damn.
about
I
25,000?
don't know, 30K. I like to have some left over. Totally.
I think we got at least 10,000 from that event, right? Or from our previous mission that we were doing. So I have 16,000. So I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, so you got 10K from the last huge transition to episode 3. That was from Darga's Palace. That was a 10K reward. So
Is it a single entrance fee for all 6, or because we're just going to be maybe submitting Euro into the tournament, or is it 25K each?
it's 25K per player.
I'll
Well,
just
if we're-
make Euro for this, obviously, just because he has the biggest chance of actually winning.
Yeah, I would immediately give 10,000 Euro.
I figured we would just split it evenly to make it
Yeah.
fair for everyone.
It's 5K pop then.
Yeah,
I only have about 3,000.
I'll cover you. That difference. So I'll do 7.
I'll do 5 until I can find out how much money I actually had left. I'll look it up later. I'm sure it's not too crazy.
I'll do 5 in case, and if I have 2,000 more for if anyone needs extra.
So we'll cover Euro since we're gonna have all riding on his shoulders.
Literally?
Friend looks a little edgy. Says, "This tournament attracts the biggest players in the galaxy. You think you can hold up against them, huh?" Euro says, "Well, you don't know me, chap, and yes, I can."
He's a really good Sabak player. I've seen him do some interesting things.
Well, your credits.
Yeah, I'm in.
Well, don't look at
What do
me.
we-
I'm not the tournament dealer or anything. You're gonna have to go to the upper levels and talk to the casino.
Well, let's get the money to Euro then. He can take care of that himself. The rest of us, 3-Foot Club needs to find a clever way to get into the area proper. The rest of us probably need to go hang out with go inquire about that security job and see if we can get access that way. unless someone has a better idea, please tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I think that that's a good move. I'm really not looking forward to seeing these very interesting security folks. After doing a detail for a hut for a while, it's not really fun. But anyway, I'll have you there, Exile. We'll get along, and you be
Hopefully,
tapping the
hopefully we
traffic.
won't blow our cover. Just by showing up to the security, we won't blow any cover.
Well, Vito, I don't know what you're talking about. I think we're actually just going to be some security details. We don't have a cover.
No,
we're
you
just
just
trying to get some money.
I'm just gonna walk around and pretend we run the place for a little bit, and then from there we'll pull some information to what we need to find about the command of gas within the Empire. Easy peasy.
All right.
Okay, so do y'all just want to head up to the open levels of Cloud City?
Yes, and we need to take a longer rest because people are dying.
Okay.
So I
Actually,
guess we should probably go back to the hotel first, or did we get a hotel room?
You did
I
not.
don't
It
remember.
was, I believe Euro tried to get in and was denied.
yeah, I remember that. It might be better to get the security job secured before we take a rest. Or might not be because we're all kind of weak and if something happens on the way.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, Exile, but you know how security is. Sometimes you gotta show up hurt.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, let's. Is there any like less than opulent hotels we can get into just so we can take a rest?
Crin kind of looks at you and he says, it's going to be hard pressed to find a place to stay a day before the tournament. I've got some cots in the back. They're a little bit more Ugnaught sized, but you might get some rest here.
I mean, it's either that or we go back to the ship and just sleep there. I mean,
Yeah, if your ship is docked, that you could always sleep there. Lots of folks do that when they're looking to save some credits.
Yeah, but I think this is the way, y'all. We get to sleep in some ergonomic cots. It's gonna be comfortable, but it reminds me of my time as a Jedi Padawan, where we had to go to this ergonomic colony, and it told us about humility and the lack of comfort as a Jedi. You need to experience that to become one with yourself. So I think we should stay here.
God. Yeah, fucking space wizards! I swear to God. Yeah. Oh, now he's laughing. I see. I'm going back to the ship.
Well, we take no offense. We're a simple folk, and sleep is just a function so we can get back to working hard.
I understand that. I'm a larger boy, and I would like to have a good night's rest before we do some potentially shenanigan-inducing things.
Well, good luck.
So I'm walking back to the ship, unless we have something else we need to resolve before we go to our long rest.
Everyone
Perhaps
joins him to the
purchase-
Banshee.
Is there any kind of a shop on the way?
If you go all
Someone's
the way
looking
up
for
to the
medpack?
upper levels, yeah, there's various booths and stuff. This being the tourist center and the tournament specifically, everything is marked up quite a bit.
That's
But-
a good call. Yeah, I was just more concerned for Minnick needing some potential med packs.
We're taking a long rest. I mean, that's going to solve that problem.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Just we might need med packs for the next encounter too.
True.
Yeah, for possible future proofing.
I have like 5, so I'm good.
Look, we're always gonna get hurt. It's always gonna happen.
You don't got to tell me.
But through the Force and these 4 medic packs that I have,
I'm going back to the
we
ship.
should be okay. Exile.
Oh yeah, Exile. I think we used some of your med packs last session too.
Oh, great. Like how many?
Well, you can speak for yourselves. I need to go get a quick repair kit somewhere. Or else I don't have much way to repair myself on the fly.
All right, is what it is. Then I guess I'm going shopping for a couple med packs just to be safe. Easy peasy.
All right. Med packs. I'm trying to find the price of these things, and my store isn't working. What's the med pack cost?
300 GP according to my dictionary.
Okay. For
Could be
the
wrong.
standard one?
Yeah.
Oh, I do have SW5e up. Let me just... A med pack. We're going to go with... Regular, yeah, 300. So 300 credits for a quick acting syringe with a concentrated dose of Colto.
Do we remember how many med packs that we used from the last encounter? If we don't, I'm just gonna say subtract 3. So I have 2 left, and I'll buy 2 more.
I imagine we probably only used 2 if we even did that much.
Cool. So I'm gonna say I have a. Let's say I lost 2, and then I'll just buy those 2 back for 600, and I'll be at 5 again. So I'm negative 5,600.
And Minik, did you want to purchase med packs for 300 credits?
I will buy 3.
Okay. Let me actually add them to your sheet myself because I have specific... Oh, you have them on there? Okay, cool. It looks like it's set properly. Okay, you guys find a store serving all kinds of, not just medical supplies, but it's one of those like flavored oxygen stores, and it's like a home medics like foot massager thing. Like this is some of those unnecessary items where the tourists are coming in, getting these massages from these like octopi alien creatures that are said to draw out toxins from the previous night of revelry. But you're able to find some standard syringes.
Neat.
You go through the parking garage of the various hangars with the help of Sirona, and you find the Banshee, and you easily show that you came from the Banshee with your temporary guest IDs to the city, and you're let on board, and she says, "Well, boys, did you lose your money already?"
Not quite. Empire's pulling some shenanigans though, which has been interesting. But all the hotels are literal full up, so we're probably gonna end up sleeping here for the evening.
And you know, Beetle, you owe me one. That wing guard that I had to distract. Well, apparently we're going on a date tonight, so I have to keep up the facade for you so he doesn't suspect anything. Hope you don't mind, Zyle.
No, none taken. It is what it is. I look very like nonplussed about it.
Oh, Minik, you look awful.
Not feeling well. I'm ready for bed.
Yeah. Little man needs a nap, really bad. So do I, honestly.
Well, beds are made, boys. Y'all find your space. Remember, the Banshee is a luxury yacht, so there is a pool and a hot tub and various healing aids, whether they're salves or resting comfortable beds, and you rest up thinking about that open air gas, those multi-road teeth of Minox that had attacked you, and Minik, you specifically hear that voice of a childhood friend over and over saying, "Where are you?" as you drift off to sleep.
Question.
Yeah.
There's a hot tub. I'm a Gungan. Can I sleep in the hot tub?
Sure, why not?
Yes. All right. That's a lovely question.
Yeah, I got my hot tub on my mind. We just hosted our first hot tub party last night. It was great. And
Awesome.
it did not turn into a time machine. Okay. You wake up the next morning feeling refreshed. Sorona's got some fresh gruel on the cook stove, and she says, I'm getting all kinds of chatter from the comms guys. Looks like this tournament's a big deal if you haven't heard.
Absolutely. It's just been really insane. Gonna get a euro in the tournament somehow. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna win us a lot of money.
Well,
Ain't that right, my boy?
I hope you do. This ship isn't cheap to run.
Well, myself and Beetle, and who else is coming with me? And our magical escapades get to the security clearance.
Excuse me, Mr. Exile. I will be joining as well.
Mr.
Space
Exile?
Wizard.
Space Wizard running security detail, my guy. Are you sure about that? Because it's just.
I've ran several for
Do you
that
think they'll take
one.
us seriously? Do you think they'll take us seriously if we have a gun with us?
I mean, me and Beetle coming together. I mean, it's just like, yeah, we're gonna be like the big bounty hunter, droid duo, and we're gonna stop everything. It's gonna be great. I mean, that's kind of more believable. A Gungan, though,
But
not to me.
I'm taking big offense because
You
I
should.
ran security for Timo for like 6 years.
Okay,
How
well,
long have you been in security, Mister?
honestly,
Boys, listen. Since I picked you up from Cato Nemoidia, first there was this silence thing going on between you. Now you're fighting. I don't get it, guys. I don't know what happened back there, but we're all on the same side.
We are. I'm just kidding. You're right, but you know what, Misa, sorry. Okay, we'll go get this exile. He puts up his little like massive tentacle hand for high five.
let's go. Then I just turn and leave the ship.
Hey, Zyle, before you go, if you guys are trying to get into security, I'm going to get Crash on our the city's central computer system. We'll try to see if he could hack in to get an eye on all the communications and sensor data flowing through the spaceport.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Well, I don't know that
right
he can
now-
do it. We're going to see.
Well, any assistance would help, because right now, what the main plan right now is we're gonna have our more size challenge chaps, our little 3-foot club, try to meander into the tournament one way or another. We're gonna have Euro actually go into the tournament legitimately, and we're gonna have the remainder of us attempt to get us a job at security detail at one of the hotels, so we get us access to everything else. So between the lot of us, we should have a good coverage of everything we need to pull up. So any like assistance we can get from the ship itself, from whatever Crash can do, that if anything can help us out at all, that'd be fantastic.
So it turns out that communications I gave you served you well, even though it might have messed you up a bit.
It is what it is. But no, I think it did help a bit. Appreciate you.
We'll keep eyes on communication. I'll send anything your way. Good luck, boys, and don't lose it all.
That's a question for Euro, honestly. I mean, you lose it all, bud?
I don't plan to, no.
Count on you to do that.
I thought Euro was going to
Make
be
it
with
fun
us today. I don't see any messages. Somebody bug him. Okay. So you make your way to either the Royal Casino or the Yerith Bespin Hotel.
All right, who wants to go first? 3-foot club or the lot of us going to the hotel for the security job, or the casino for the security job?
I think it's probably going to be more difficult for us to get the security job, so we probably should go first.
Yeah, I agree. Get this done.
Okay, as you approach the Royal Casino, it is massive. You can sort of see from the outside all the hustle and bustle. They do have barricades up. There are security folks around. There is a small line by like a booth where you see this large man in a suit with some gold lapels and a big bushy sort of noble mustache that comes up. It's grayed in nature. He seems very intimidating but jolly in a weird way. He's got some security folks around him, and this line of folks are just a few folks, 3 or 4, that seem larger in nature, that are filling out some paperwork and meeting this gentleman. But the hotel itself seems to be closed off. You could kind of peer into the large windows where you see some service engineers working on checking the dealer droids and sweeping the floors and cleaning all the glassware of the bars and setting up the stages and things like that.
Fantastic. Was there a specific spot we're supposed to go for the security job?
If you want to step in line.
Actually, Space Wizard, what can you do to get us ahead of this? Space Wizard?
I apologize, Mr. Exile. I was predisposed in my thought. Could you please tell me what you said again? Oh,
so this is looking at this line up here. I believe this line is to the security application. Now, obviously, standing in this is very problematic because I'm a very impatient person. What can you do to get us through this quicker?
Well, Exile, there's this very interesting thing called patience. We could wait in line here.
There's 4 people ahead of you.
Yeah. I think immediately. We could just wait. It approximately will take 4 minutes. Now I understand that might be too long for you in human because you might age 7 years.
He made it sound like there was this giant line. It's like we're gonna be waiting there for an hour or so. It was just like shit.
I like
no, I'm not doing that.
I like the idea that there's a counter up above the top of the counters, and there's a take a sticker list, and
There's 4 people. Yeah.
So it's the 3 of you? Rivos, Zyle, and
Beetle.
Beetle? Okay.
Yeah, it's just 4 people. It'll take like a couple minutes, whatever. Just sit in line.
As you stand in line, one of the security guards next to what you will learn to be is Jacques Mendelbrot, the owner of the casino, this large, boisterous man in his late 40s. But he sort of nudges to the security guard next to him. He sees Beetle towering over the line, and they pull you guys up. And
hey,
looking to do some security work for the tournament?
Absolutely, you make a little bit extra coin and
try
to.
Oh,
and
you. And Jacques Mandelbrot sort of bumps his guy aside. He's like, "Tell me about yourself, droid."
Go ahead, Beetle. Give him a quick overview of what you're good at.
It was built with the express purpose of running security. I ran security for the banks on the planet of Mutalists for many years, and after that, other high-profile clients, and now I'm looking to provide my services to this fine event.
Your chassis seems clean. You don't seem to have a lot of score marks. You didn't serve in the war?
I served in the war, but as I said, as the security detail, but more importantly, after the fact, cleaned myself in my chassis. It's important to make sure you look like you're the proper unit before, so you don't embarrass yourself.
Appearances are important. We took care of him after the war. He was much more dinged up, as you can imagine, after all that fighting. But look at him right now. I mean, appearances in your establishment are very important, right? We want to make sure that our all of us are looking prim and proper, even if we have a giant battle droid here as I tap on his chassis.
You will be an added, not only asset to our security team, but an exhibit in and of yourself. You, sir, the man who's talking, Jacques Mandelbrot. Nice to meet you.
Zal Harkin, pleasure to meet you, sir. I shake his hand firm.
Very firm grip. He sort of taps you on the elbow a little bit. And your Gungan friend here, I assume? Gungan? Is that your species?
Yes, there's not many of us to see, but yes, my name is Rivos.
Ah, yes, I have many a guests visit my casino, and I try to learn about all the cultures of the galaxy. So I'm glad I got that one right. Rivos, welcome. And you three are all interested? Or are you just bringing your droid security companion to earn credits on your behalf?
A little bit of
Kame Combi, that's for sure. We've been doing a security detail for as a group for a long time. That's a lie, obviously. But we were honestly like moving from job to job and seeing the Sabak tournament be as big as it is, and seeing how your casino is one of the more prestigious establishments here. We are definitely looking to hopefully make a little extra coin by ensuring that the festivities go unabated.
Excellent. Do you have any warrants out? Any ill-gotten companions looking to interrupt our display of gambling this weekend?
No, sir. A lot of us are clean as crystal.
Clean as crystal. A lot of us?
The three of us.
Excellent. And you will be employed for 4 days. You understand that at 1,500 credits per day?
Fantastic. That actually sounds like a wonderful deal.
Excellent. You just come back. We do a quick security check. We'll interview you a little bit more. Of course, you'll get special permits for carrying weapons on the casino floor. Those are highly scrutinized and checked upon entry for our normal guests. But of course, if anything were to happen, we want our security personnel to be ready for anything.
Understandable. Safety first.
Well, come with me. We're excited to have you. And I have to ask, and he starts to ask these questions mostly about the attention you might get from Beetle and how you've managed to keep him. And I'm sure you've gotten offers, and he sort of hints at trying to purchase him to be put on display as one of the many exhibits of the casino.
Beetle, I think you're more than capable of answering for yourself.
Whatever questions you have directed at my masters, I'm sure that I would be able, you would want to waste their time and may as well direct them towards me.
Well, we'll have to train him a bit to answer the questions of the guests, as I'm sure there will be many.
We're fast learners, don't you worry.
we're patient too.
Meanwhile, 3 Foot Club in Euro, what are you all up to?
Well, all right. So we're still waiting for them to come back to give us the news that they have actually received the security detail job, I would think.
Okay, so you're just hanging out in the Banshee?
I think that's kind of what I pictured is they were gonna go get the job, and then they would come back and let us know because we wouldn't want to maybe um, act on any plans until we knew that they at least had that job in place.
Okay. So as you guys get interviewed and he checks some systems, you don't show up anywhere in the Cloud City Nefarious Individual database. He gives you some weapon permits immediately, and he tells you to arrive on the morning of the tournament at the side door of the Royal Casino, and he says, don't worry, all these barriers and stuff will be down by then, and the casino will be ready for the population to gawk and awe at all that we have to offer. So,
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.
pleasure to meet you, Zark Harkin, and of course, or Zyle Harkin, and of course, Beetle and Rivos. We'll see you soon.
Affirmative. We will be back once we are needed.
They sort of giggle at affirmative. Affirmative! I trust that one as you walk away. You cloak back up, heading through the streets. It's about... Gosh, let's see. If you did the refinery thing, you slept it off, you did that. So yeah, it's early afternoon as you make your way back to the Banshee. Minnick and QB continuing to rest and relax with the luxury yacht.
Awesome. There's accomplished, boys. We got our boys and girls. My apologies. We got our weapons permits now, so the three of us can actually be armed.
Oh, that's a good point. How are we gonna get our guns in?
Don't worry about that. As a person who does not use firearms, I shall hold yours as my own.
Well, considering we now have the ability to hold weapons, we got Beto over here that can also now hold weapons. There's no like reason why we probably can't sneak in a couple of your implements when we need them.
We already snuck in a few small hand blasters. I'm sure that you can continue to walk around with those and not be bothered.
Yeah, so as long as you don't go walking around, I don't think you can. Honestly, if you're walking around the city in general, if you're not going through the sector, as long as you aren't flashing your firearm at all, I think you'd be fine.
So Beetle, I know you said you weren't security detail before, but I just have to tell you again. Make sure not to have a grenade in one of your forearms. That's not good for casino security. But other than that, you're gonna be okay.
Oh, don't worry. I don't think there'll be a need for a grenade.
And I'm gonna bring both of my like dual-handed like heavy weapons. If we're doing this, we're going all the way.
Okay, you have a permit.
There's no like limit on that permit. It basically means whatever.
But basically, the plan, I believe the plan, well, I was thinking anyway, is we feed them all the Beetle, like anything external, and we just give Beetle kind of like a mini arsenal, like in his chassis. So when they ask about it, like, oh, you need those for security? Like, yeah, we do. Um, do you want shenanigans to happen to your casino? We're just coming prepared. And when shit does eventually verbally hit the fan, and literally hit the fan, Beetle can arm the rest of you with the arsenal that he's carrying with him.
Yeah, as you look through the permit, it says that this permit ignores all Cloud City restrictions on weapons, firearms, light weapons, vibro weapons, etc.
So if it fits, it runs. I guess the only concern I believe of that is due to the. I guess real carrying your lightsaber might be problematic, even with. I mean, carrying blasters and such in Beetle is one thing. Carrying some firearms, what have you. Carrying a Jedi weapon, on the other hand, well, I'm pretty sure someone's gonna look at that and go like, why do you have a lightsaber, bud? Like, what's that there?
That's why I, in all honesty, like I don't ever use it. I'm not gonna bring it.
Okay.
I only use it under certain circumstances, just because of that exact reason.
All right. So we're give Beetle a mini little armory in Beetle, and we're gonna go from there. I think we'll be fine.
Put the lightsaber in your pocket.
If you want to carry it yourself, I mean, feel free. But Beetle's gonna get checked the second he can go into the casino. So we need to make sure everything at least is moderately acceptable.
I certainly won't be carrying a Jedi weapon. That I can tell you.
So the end game. So the goal is to find out how the Empire is using Timo as a conduit to get to Bonagas. That's the goal, correct? Okay, just said yes. So we're gonna go ahead. that is the goal. So in our security detail, I'm pretty sure we can have like full run of casino. Eventually, we will run the Empire forces, and hopefully, we will overhear or find some baseline information about the next major operation that they might be having, or maybe some more generalized information about Timo. Either way, if we get any of that information, we should relay it to each other, and so we can like plan our next move.
Darga. I could imagine though you guys mixing up
Darga.
Timo and
Timo's
Darga because yeah, exactly.
They're both Huts. All the Huts look alike.
So I imagine, so I say, Zal, you guys could discuss with the security, the head of security, and find out if they might have a list of maybe key or known players, like, perhaps there will be some names, some special names on a list, right? That could
That's
indicate
smart.
some people, yeah, that could be involved, and you could find out where they are and maybe get in range of them or proximity of them.
It's some Empire. You list of Empire people like VIPs and actually, yeah, that's very smart.
Mhm.
That's very slick. Yeah, we should do that.
Like those are banned as well. I think that would be a good move. But in all honesty, Rivos would also tell Exile and Beetle it might be wise to plant some contraband on some of these VIPs to ensure that Euro can win. Because sometimes you bend the force to your will.
Maybe we could even attempt to tamper with some of these dealer droids to try and give a slight advantage.
So I think the planning of contraband on Revos probably would have to fall to you. I'm a clumsy oaf, and you know that. So
Actually, I
unfortunately,
could do that if you guys can point
really,
out who they are.
can you get into a casino? It's kind of the issue.
I'll be just wandering around the casino as just a patron, just observing and maybe play some games. And if we can have some type of a system to point out the individuals we should target, then I could probably sneak something onto someone.
I think I also can conceal you with the force and invisibility. This is an option. I think I can do that for another person.
Do we sell the spice from Darga?
We do.
That might be our ticket for the contraband. Then I'm pretty sure none of that stuff's legal here. The question is, we need a target list, and I'm not going to have that for a little bit. Do we have the ability to talk to each other from far away? Don't we?
You got
We have
comments,
some
yeah?
comms.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So here's the baseline plan. I'll when we start our shift, I will go and try to find that list of potential Imperial VIPs or somebody Darga adjacent that we could probably plant something on. Once I have that information, I'll relay that to everybody. Going to have 3 Foot Club with our spices, which are 200% illegal, act as a plant. You're gonna tell me when it's planted. I'm gonna tell the head of security that I saw that dude pulling spice or pulling the contraband out, and then hopefully he'll get searched and arrested.
I actually have a Rivos Exile. I have an interesting idea.
Okay.
You're good with technology, aren't you?
Well, maybe occasionally.
Is anyone good with technology here?
I'm decent with technology. I can't roll for shit. That's kind of like an out of character thing.
What
Like,
if we were to clone
Fairly decent.
quite, think about security codes, right? They're probably like individualized, like 23rd security guard, or the 24th, 25th, etc. Right? What if we were to make a clone and assign it to a different number and give it to one of the 3 foot members? It would be a pseudo security guard, as they can probably go through the system undetected, but still be a security guard.
well, it actually might work. We need a methodology to actually give them that number and give them. I don't know. I'm not sure how the security works there. Like, is it keycard driven? Is it just a passcode driven? Like, how would we know? Is it biometric driven? Because we screwed that. That's the case.
Yeah, I don't
It's,
know.
it's a lot of things we don't know. But it's
It
keycard
could be
driven.
biometric. It wouldn't function with me if it was biometric.
Sorry, you were hard to
Say that again?
understand.
It wouldn't function with me if it was biometric.
Biometric won't function.
So we're probably looking at either a retinal scan or a fingerprint.
Well, did we get our hands fingerprinted or scanned? We just got a card, right? So
Yeah, you just got interviewed, and they looked you up, but didn't show up in the...
Yeah, we didn't start yet. We got the job. We're potentially going to walk in day one, like start of the tournament, or casino opening rather on that day. And then we're probably going to get our quick and dirty orientation with our access set up then.
Serona chimes in. Guys, I'm getting communication coming in. It seems to be overriding all of my blocks, and you see this collared droid figure with like almost a faceless expression, but one of those speaker box things, and he looks into the HoloLens and says, "Ah, good, you're all here."
Really? Switch, good buddy. How we doing
Zyle,
today?
good to see you, Zyle.
Great to see you too, friend. How's life on the other side?
The other side?
That's what we're gonna call it until you find out where you currently are.
Oh, I am everywhere, Zyle. I am everywhere. And you are on Cloud City. You've secured a job in security, I see.
That's right. For our own little reasons.
Okay, I just
Not
wanted
someone.
to make sure that you're aware that someone was looking into you. It pinged on the network.
Oh, fun. So, someone looking into me.
Don't worry, I kept it on planet.
Fantastic.
Now,
Do
what's that?
you know who that someone is, or rather, can I pay you for you to tell me who that someone is?
Well, it's Jacques Mondelbrot. He seems
Okay,
to
that's
be.
expected.
Oh, you know him, of course.
Yeah, that's expected.
I'm glad you seem to be on his good side. He is a powerful man.
Yes, he's actually I like the cut of his jib. Not going to lie, but he seemed very friendly, very very interested to work with us. So I don't foresee that being an issue for whatever we need to do.
Of course, Jacques is a businessman, as am I, and I was hoping that you would see my side of things with this business proposal I have.
Go on.
Well, as you know, I'm always interested in the illicit activities throughout the galaxy, and the amount of credits flowing through Cloud City right now is, well, drawing my attention. I want a piece of the action, Zyle. I've chosen a player, and I'm hoping that you will influence the outcome of the tournament and help him be the victor.
My, that might be interesting. Now all of us can hear this, right? Like this isn't a private conversation.
No, this is the whole room. He said, "Oh, all you are here. This is an open conversation."
Switch, is that player Euro?
Let's say, does Euro just chime in here?
Yeah, where's Euro?
I was hoping to maybe take the pot myself. And he says, "Oh, that doesn't really align with my plans, Zero." Well, talk amongst yourselves. I've got this player already in. He's a formidable player. I have other contacts that could help him win. Not to go against you, Euro, but, business. But if you help me, 5% of the pot is yours. As a group, of course. Talk it over. Talk soon. Any questions before I go?
No. Well, guess I'm Euro.
I would say telepathically, I would actually say to you and say, ask him the race. We're going to betray Switch. We shouldn't trust him. This is telepathically. This
to
is
Euro?
in your head. Yeah, to Exile.
Like ask him the race. What do you mean?
Yeah, like whom is this person we should look for? So like, is it like a Gamorrean, Noidin, etc.? Like who should we be thinking of rather than this blind player? So meaning,
sorry, we're lying to Switch right now. That's what you want me to do. Like,
not intentionally. No, you don't like he. Right, like you basically are just asking what's the, like who should we be looking out for to ensure that they're beneficial, like to win, right? Like trying to find who it is.
He's going to expect the deal. He's not going to tell me that unless we take the job. That guy. It's a big risk to him. I'll try. Hold on, maybe we think of a clever way to do this. Ponder away for a second. So if we do elect to help you Switch, it's I like the Euro much as the next guy, but hey, that's a lot of money you're putting on the table. Who's this gentleman you're choosing to assist?
Oh, did I say gentleman? I thought I said player. Listen, Zyle, I'm a keen listener and a businessman. I know you've got a player, Euro, interested in the game. Are we in accord? Are we making a deal here? 5%, and I'll let you know.
Rivos, I like to. So Rivos got telepathically tell me what the fuck
grabs his data pad. It's like
map that out for me, please.
It's only 50,000, right? Or am I doing bad math?
I think it's 50. Yeah.
50,000 amongst the group.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
I feel as though you could get more just running the tournament and taking second place.
It's true. I mean, you make a good point, Switch. I mean, if we ran Euro against your guy and you take second, even if you take second place and your guy ends up winning, I mean, we're gonna make infinitely more money than you're offering right now. So why would we take the deal?
You are so ignorant. Second place? Second place? This is the Cloud City Sabak tournament. It is winner take all. That's what makes it so exciting. Second place, I think they have it to where you get your entry fee back so you don't go moping like a sad little puppy. But it is winner take all.
If it's winner take all, this is telepathically to Exile. I understand that this has been your bounty hunting droid who gave you that filthy contract on that Jedi, but I think it's probably best for you to cut ties, as we could be making 1 million credits, and Switch only wants to pay us 50. Do you imagine how much of good grace we would get if we actually betrayed Switch for this casino owner?
It's really betraying Switch, though. He sounds like he wants to make a deal with me. It doesn't sound like he's just giving me a job. It doesn't sound like he's expecting me to do something major right now.
No, that's fair, but or crossing. I'm just
not like double crossing anything. He's making us a deal, and we're like, your job sucks. Fuck you. It's kind of like
but I think we should take our chances with Euro. Personally,
I kind of agree, honestly. I think if Euro's gonna get the shit out of the fuck Switch has. Honestly, the other side of that coin is Switch probably is doing the same underhanded bullshit we are going to do with Euro. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge to actually get Euro to win if it's the deck stacked against them. And Switch has a lot of bodies. I'm doing this telepathically, obviously. I'm not speaking this.
Can you speak back telepathically?
I don't know, actually.
I think you can with the back and forth.
I'm not. Is it back? Is that how the power works? Because I'm not a Jedi.
So. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not
metagaming the fuck out of this. That's the case.
I've never heard you say Jedi. Yeah, I've always heard Space Wizard. That's weird coming out of your mouth.
I know, right? I'm going so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we can communicate directly back to each other in real time. No one else will hear us.
Okay. So, but yeah, that's the issue is that if we do deny Switch's offer, we're going to be fighting dirty the same way that Switch is going to be fighting for his player in order to make sure Euro wins. And if we don't do that, Euro's going to lose. It's just the way it is.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how good Euro is. So Euro's a good
player. Or we give this information to the boss. We prove that we are an invaluable security detail, and of which the odds could be balanced in our favor.
Fine.
Switch.
Scammer. Boom. There we go.
All right, Switch. Fortunately, I have a lot more faith in us as a bot player and whatever fine gentleman or lady you have playing Sabak yourself. We're going to put our money on our gentleman here.
Okay. I will find other resources. By the way, I see your crash unit is attempting to get access to the city security. Would you like some help with that?
Oh, is that a deal I'm hearing?
No. It is just me teasing you. Of course, I would not help you get access to security of Cloud City when I have my man in the tournament. Zyle, do you know me at all?
I didn't think you were that silly. No, I just wanted to entertain that for a moment.
Well, I like to be full of surprises, so I will surprise you with this one little carrot for you.
Ooh, I like carrot.
There is a nobleman with Imperial ties that has just checked in to the Yareth Bespin Hotel.
My. Could you give me a name?
He is a baron of nobility by the last name of Kithris.
I think I can figure it out from there. My, is that a gift, Switch? You don't give out information for free.
Well, I hope perhaps you'll think about my offer for the tournament, and when things get dicey and your man begins to lose, you can be swayed to see the light. Goodbye. Click.
Oh, we're so fucking dead. Any rate, so that's interesting. Kithris, huh? Hey, Crash, can you pull anything about this gentleman that Switch was mentioned?
Beep, 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 beep. He goes over to a station and starts to type away, and you see from the planet Chandrala, there is a nobleman. He's young, 20 years old. He's got sort of a smirky grin to his face. You see little hollows and some coverings of him moving up in nobility on Chandrila. And he seems to have this fashion about him, like he's trying to purvey a fashion that doesn't quite fit him, almost like he's trying, like he wasn't born into this type of lifestyle, but he's sort of trying it on or trying to blend in.
Interesting. That sounds manipulatable. Haha. That's interesting. I'm going to find out everything I can about this man and try to get into his good graces. That's going to be interesting. My mind. I think that's the play. I think when we get into the base, when we get into the casino and start our job, I'm going to attempt to befriend this gentleman and hope we can give us some information we can use. And I think I can like butter him up a little bit to actually like loosen his lips a bit about the current handlings of the Empire in Darga. So he is a good high probability that he might know more than he lets on, and with his current youthful appearance and the current his style that doesn't really gel with him, honestly, he might be more prone to let some things slip.
Serona kind of looks over. She's like, "You're gonna try to get an Imperial nobleman just to tell you secrets of a Hutt crime lord? Good luck with that."
You'd be surprised, miss. I'm a very personable person. I'm sure you could tell.
And even if that fails, we still have force.
Rivas immediately starts outbursting.
What did you say, Beetle?
Even if that fails, we will still be the only ones on the floor with any amount of force to be able to maybe persuade him. So, no matter what, I think something can happen.
Excellent. So I'll handle that lead and try to pull that list as well. But we're going to need, going back to our guy, we know now that Euro is going to be up against the wall trying to figure out how to win that Sabak tournament with everything going against us. Switch also knows that Euro is going to be our guy, which I'm sure common sense could have dictated that was the play anyway once he found out he was in the tournament. So I don't think telling him would have mattered. But the question then becomes, how do we make sure Euro wins?
I think we should immediately tell the owner and the head of security about this potential plant by Switch.
He's going to expect that now. He knows that we took this job. He's going to be expecting that 6 weeks to Sunday. The second we mention it to him, it might compromise us more than we know.
Well, we have security clearance. We may be able to have more access to the dealer droids than most other people would. Maybe we can use that to leverage an advantage.
Ooh. What if we used our access to dealer droids to find any of these, like, whatever that pluggy thingy-majiggy, I'm a Jedi. That one pluggy thingy-majiggy, that inhibitor chips or whatever, the things go there anyway. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. I only know things like lightsabers. I'm sorry, Beetle.
Yeah, I'm a Jedi. I got a light stick, and it goes vroom, vroom, vroom.
No offense.
Droids for years while you were a Jedi.
Yeah, I killed them. I didn't take them apart. No offense, Beetle. No offense. But yeah, no, the restraining bolt. If we were to see if there is a restraining bolt on a dealer droid or something that is abnormal, we might be able to know that could be the compromised table.
Switch might go that route. You might be right. That could be a big way to do that. But what would be a good? How would we determine if the restraining bolt was tampered with? We would have to actually go and physically destroy each droid and find out if it was there. Are restraining bolts on the outside of the droids? Or are they like internal?
Say that again.
Like in terms of like lore, are restraining bolts on the outside of the droid typically, or are they internal?
I think there's sort of like a oil bolt in your car where you can access it from the outside, but it goes towards the inside.
We could see it then.
Depends. I think depends on the droid. Some droids might have covers, so that way they're less obvious.
All right. Well, it's. I think we can. I actually think we can make that work. If we're going in the morning, right? So odds are we're going to be there before the droids get deployed. So we might be able to look at that beforehand before they get like set up at each individual table, and we could just call it as like, oh, we're gonna go. I mean, I saw my screen blip. Sorry. We could just go probably look at each individual droid. It's like, oh, we're just doing a security check in the droids, make sure everybody's okay, and we can probably find if it didn't play with or not.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Crash.
If not, we can tamper with them ourselves as well.
Crash beeps and whirs by a console, and Serona comes by and she looks at it. She goes, "Oh, it looks like we have some access. Let me see here. Okay, I've got some of the tournament players, except I only have initials and where they're staying. It looks like a lot of them aren't even staying in the Royal Casino. They're staying at the Bespin Hotel, just across the street from the casino."
That's interesting.
Huh.
In the casino.
I see a KM, a CT, an LM, a VZ. These are just initials of the players, but they are registered for the tournament.
Are any
Interesting.
of them registered last minute? Are any of them registered last minute? Because usually some of these people might be entered in last, like most recently, or potentially could be a repeat. Like, how am I'm saying this? Me, Space Wizard, right? Me, I don't think too much how things are set up. With,
She
things,
says,
but, I know
I think he knows what he's getting at.
No. Let me have my moment.
You can do it. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you.
I just have to communicate it out for a little bit, okay? I know espionage. I know things like that. But what I know is if you were to go see a roster of the Empire or the Rebels, right? You would see that there's people that are been doing this for a while, people that have just started doing the thing, or people who have done it more than once. Now, I think it would be advantageous to see if in the roster, if it's structured with time, if there are a lot of people who just signed up, or there's a bunch of single first time people to go to it, or potentially even the people that have been there. Think about this: you're trying to win the game, hundreds of spent 25,000 credits. You might want to be compromised and spend those credits via, his game, Switch's game.
I think I see what you're saying.
Sorry, I'm a Jedi.
So Serota,
I don't know where I'm going.
Serota checks the database and she says, I mean, there are timestamps. They just opened up tournament signups just a few days ago. It looks like a majority of these folks signed up right away, and then there's a few that signed up the next day, and then there's a few that signed up today.
Damn it. That was actually a good idea, though. Are there any people that have signed up yesterday, in previous tournaments, that match up with this one, with those initials?
This database doesn't show previous tournaments. It's just a sign up
Dang.
for. Well, I'm still working with Crash to get a full access to the system. This looks like we just got sort of a public access piece that's not quite public, but not behind a firewall.
What if we take this database, jot it down in our data pad, and go check out the security logs and that database over there? And a point to X out, you can look through the computer thing, right?
Yes. The computer thing.
Well,
you got to be more specific. The computer thing. There's a lot of computer things.
Crash is beeping and communicating, and she says, "Well, it sounds like he would be able to access the entire Bespin Hotel if you're able to get into their console and plant a piece of code that we could connect with. But I can't get there from here."
Well, we need someone that's not in the security detail team that actually go do that.
I'm gonna say telepathically. What if Crash's code is Switch's, and we give Switch the ability to get into the hotel? by us doing that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm so big brained right now, but Misa just
You're saying that Switch has compromised Crash somehow, and Crash is giving us false information in order to help Switch win. It's a Switch thing to do,
for
for
some
sure.
reason, I woke up on the conspiratorial side of my bed this morning.
That's a
Oh, sorry, the
good ass
hot tub.
Kool-Aid
That's
you're
what did
having.
it. It's the chemicals. I'm role playing this well, guys. It's the chemicals.
It's an amazing Kool-Aid you're drinking there, bud. But yeah, that could be a thing. If God was Switch did notice that Crash was having a field day. Do you think? So you're thinking Crash might be compromised?
Well, I mean, it's technology's technology, right? Like, I don't
It
think one
is.
of us are compromised.
So I think that Minnick and Minnick and QB would definitely get into the hotel. I think we're gonna. I don't know what your technology is, Minnick. I am proficient, and I think we could probably get along with together being able to plant some code.
Yeah, I think we could do it.
Well,
That sounds
and
good.
just a moment of clarification that the casino and the hotel are different places. Casino shut down with barricades, hotel is not.
Right. So the 3 Foot Club can walk in there like unabated and just be like, we're gonna go find this terminal, and then they're gonna like play innocent and like confused if they get caught. So I think that might be the best play is to
So
have them do it.
let's ask Crash what we actually need access to. Like, do we need to get into a computer at the front desk? Is there maybe they can pull up a schematic of an area that we might need to go to?
Ideally, you're informed that these systems have different levels and the lobby computers won't work. If you could get access to an employee's console, that would work, or even one of the more opulent suites. The consoles in the suites would also work.
Are
And
there
you
any
would,
suites that are available?
from Euro's interaction earlier before the whole refinery fiasco, he was told that it was booked up.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. How do you feel about trying to sneak in somewhere, Minnick? Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You guys head to the Earth Bespin. Who's going with them?
We have a
Where?
security job too, so I don't think it's any of us.
Security detail needs to go to a hotel in the morning, so it's probably or not the casino in the morning to get that job rolling. So it's probably not gonna be us. So I think it'd be honestly Minnick and
Okay, it's
yeah.
mid-afternoon. It's still early. The Yerith Bespin Hotel is just like most hotels. The lobby is open to the public. It is immaculate, pretty to look at. Sometimes people just walk through as guides or tourists. Um, but you're welcome to stay back at the Banshee.
Oh, it's actually we can do this like today and not have to wait till tomorrow.
I think we probably want to get in as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I mean we all could go. I mean we might hear something if we like split up and be casual for a little bit while the
So
3 Foot Club does the 3 foot thing.
yeah, so this has got to be a pretty big hotel. It's probably got to have a lot of commotion and people partying, getting ready for the big tournament. So I'm gonna suggest we head towards the bar area and listen into different guests and try to get a ping on who might have a suite and perhaps we can pickpocket their card to get into their room.
Okay, so remind me who's all gonna go to the Yerith Bespin?
I think we're all gonna go because the security detail job doesn't start till tomorrow. So
Yeah.
there's nothing hurting us today from all of us going.
Are you bringing your weapons given that you have free carry cards?
Wait, I have that now. That start till tomorrow.
Well, you have the card, but you're right, your job doesn't
Does-
start, but it's up to you whether you carry openly.
Does that apply? Wait, does that apply everywhere or just the casino?
It is a Cloud City pass, not just the casino. It is essentially for all of Cloud City. It is just as if the Wing Guard had a weapon. Nobody blinks an eye.
So if Wingard comes up to us and say like, "Oh, what do you have that firearm on you, sir?" We can film that card and be like, "Yep, we have security deals tomorrow, sir."
Yep,
And
signed
let's let
by
it go.
Jacques Mondelbrock.
And yeah, the 3 security detailed people should go armed and bring
Yeah.
weapon episodes just in case.
Agreed.
I'm going fully loaded.
Unfortunately, the lightsaber has to stay home unless you can find a way to sneak it. Feeling confident.
So, as you are maybe secretly holding your weapons, trying to be maybe not so obvious, 3-Foot Club kind of listening in, checking things around, you walk into the lobby of the opulent Yareth Bespin Hotel. It's decorated extravagantly and is clearly one of the finest establishments in the galaxy. There are beautifully woven carpets that stretch from one side of the lobby to another, and crystalline chandeliers hover overhead, casting scintillating light down on the guests below. To one side of the room, a row of fine wooden desks house computer terminals for hotel employees, each of whom is helping finely dressed guests check in. One guest, however, seems to be taking issue with the service. He's berating the hotel employees, tending to him so loudly that everyone in the lobby has turned to stare. That is not the suite I recommended. The view is atrocious. The windows aren't clean. He is a human man dressed in the style of core nobility, but his style seems a little off. He speaks with a precise accent even as he shouts at the desk worker, complaining about how unsuitable he finds the accommodations. You see around, not quite next to him, next to him, you see these two Thalen females. They are human-like with purplish skin with little splotches on their skin. They have a couple of protruding angled parts of their face in the high cheekbone area going up towards their temples. They have this air about them. Actually, everyone roll perception as you check out the lobby. There's a lot going on here. Hard to tell. Okay. Rivos, out of those that rolled perception, you are able to notice quite a bit. Y'all see, these Thalen women watching this man's every move carefully. Thank you, Minnick. But Rivos, you in particular notice that there are an additional 4 humans that are a little bit off away from this nobleman. They are dressed similarly, almost as if they're wearing like military comfortable cargo pants and like clothes that they can move easily in. They seem to look very similarly alike, even though they're across the lobby. You start to pick out that these gentlemen look alike, so alike that they could be quadruplets. Their only distinguishing features are scars that they bear on their arms and their neck and their body. Give me, just Rivos, a lore check, intelligence lore.
Okay. Just so, I don't know what.
Okay. Yeah, you check out, you're like, wow, those gentlemen look like they could be brothers. And then they too seem to be bodyguards to this nobleman, and the Thalens are just watching him very carefully, but are even closer to him as he berates this clerk.
So there's a total of 6 people.
Yeah, you keep cutting out with your audio.
Yeah, there were 6 people in the security detail.
They seem to be somehow related to this nobleman, but yes, 6 total.
Okay.
After a few moments, the argument at the desk subsides. The nobleman sort of shakes it off. He seems to be mollified. He's got this smug grin on his face as the clerk kind of runs back, talks to another employee. He briskly strides over to his bodyguards. He begins issuing hushed orders as the hotel staff rushes off, apparently to see to his demands. Your eyes, Rivos, lock with one of the humans, and you catch a glimpse of recognition cross his face. He turns to the noble, whispers something in his ear. The noble takes a quick glance back towards you before gathering his party and rushing out into the streets of Cloud City. You get the sense that with all the populace pouring in here, all the hunt that you've been on trying to track down Darga, looking for Imperial presence, that if you let this man go, he may leave your sights for good.
I whisper to everyone, we need to follow that man. He has a 6-person security detail. 4 human soldiers, and yeah, we should follow him.
We should. At 3-foot club, you might want to stay back and see if we can get an uplink to the Banshee for Crash after you look into, and the rest of us go after the dude.
Yeah, since 3 people with weapon permits are probably going to be the only useful ones anyway, so.
Question for you, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the senator, the one that's running away?
The Baron. This is Baron Kithris, who was just pulled up. Yeah, you saw him on the HoloNet with Crash revealing some information about him. And they've just left one of the exiting doors into the streets of Cloud City. There are people everywhere.
Is he 120 feet away from me at this point?
Oh, you kind of see him further than that as he sort of just starts to blend with the crowd. You feel like if you wait too long, you'll lose him. But you can still track him. You see people starting to move out of his way as he walks with this arrogance. Alden, you got some audio coming in, bud.
I want to see if I can. I immediately would tell Exile this. Follow me immediately. Same with Beetle. But if I get within 120 feet of the Baron, I want to send him a Force Whisper and say, "Stop. You don't have to run from Darga." I don't know if I cut out there, but you don't have to run from Darga. And
a Force Whisper. Okay. Okay.
He doesn't know where it came from, though.
Sure. So you're pushing through the streets. There's crowds of people. They seem to be moving away from the major crowds, which are sort of gathering around the hotel and the Bespin, the Royal Casino. He kind of turns a corner, and you're able to sort of cut through the crowd in such a way where you deliver that whisper. They pause for a moment as he stops and sort of listens, and he continues moving forward, his clip increasing, the pace increasing as he moves further away from you.
I would double. I guess, is Exile and Beetle following me?
Yes.
Yes.
I would dash to be within a couple feet of them.
Okay. You start to dash. 3-foot club, what are you guys doing? You see your party watch this encounter of this upset nobleman. They seem to have an exchange that you can't hear, and they dart out of the Bespin Hotel, tracking this noble.
Only being 3 feet, don't even bother chasing after them. I know it's a lost cause, and I'd like to try to quickly. I pull Manic over and, hey, let's use this whole distraction as an entrance into one of these employees' computers. You did say that these are actually employee computers in the main level?
They are, yes. It's almost like Apple Store where they walk with you up to the terminal and use their access code to get in.
So while that was all happening, Jeff, I didn't want to interrupt the roleplay, but while that was all happening, I kind of pictured in my own head that perhaps this guy was sent here by Switch, and they were creating a diversion already, like another step ahead of us, and someone was going to be trying to get into a computer or something, and I kind of had this feeling that that might be what was going on, and again, Switch, being such a hacker, that might be something he would do. So, I'm wondering if somewhere in all of this commotion, or just shortly afterward, um, is there an opening that we could take?
To access a terminal, or are you trying to find somebody else accessing a terminal?
Well, I think that because we failed the perception, I was just gonna roll with the fact that we probably didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but so instead to try and access one, or pick that employee who is getting berated, to get a badge from them. Someone who was not paying attention, who was, obviously indulging in the, commotion.
Yeah,
I
give
would.
me like a dexterity check, because I'm imagining that this berated employee was upset, has taken a break from his console, but left his login, and you would have to be quick to essentially get in there. You know, you have this data chip with the code from Crash if you're trying to upload that, and you'd have to get out before he returns or before another employee notices.
So they probably wouldn't have like an access card or something that.
They do on their neck like a lanyard. He sort of swiped
Oh,
it to
okay.
get
So
in.
yeah, that'd probably be pretty hard to steal. Okay. So what check would you like me to make? I'm sorry, a dexterity check?
Dexterity to be swift about it, and then I'm gonna have you do a tech check to upload the code in the proper space.
Oh no.
If
Okay.
if you're able to steal it and throw me the card, I could definitely get into that computer.
Well, he doesn't have an access card. The employee just left his login essentially.
It is a low roll for my dexterity.
Okay, you approach the console. You see that he's logged in. You quickly get out the data chip. You stick it in. Give me a tech check.
Oh boy. Oh, come on, this is rigged.
And as you're trying to get in the card, it kind of gives you an error on the screen that you don't quite understand. And there are well-dressed shoes that approach you that you see. And he says, excuse me. And he's the berated employee. He's already upset. And he's like, this is not appropriate. And he rips out your data chip, hands it to you, and sort of pushes you off of the console. And he's like, are you here to check in?
Yes, I thought this is where I check in.
I check you in. Welcome to the Yerith Bespin. I apologize for the lack of employees here. We are quite busy, as you can see. Name, as he goes to the console.
Oh, that's no problem. I'm actually gonna go back here and find my friend.
You're okay. Enjoy your time in
I'm
Cloud
just gonna
City.
skitter off.
And he logs out and sort of takes a break. He huffs away.
So I'm gonna pull Minik aside and you know. So yeah, I could not. There's no way I'd be able to come up with a name that might work. Not very creative with that very quickly. Um, but I think that we could probably do something, the two of us, and create some type of a distraction. And we're so small. But maybe do you have any ideas here, Minik?
Well, it's pretty easy to get them away from their station. I can go over to the terminal that's just in the central lobby and um start tampering with it to get somebody away from their station again.
Okay, all right.
Would that give you enough of a window to try again?
There's quite a few people around. You already feel like you got caught, and I mean, it's quite risky, but you can always play dumb tourist.
Yeah, perhaps that, or maybe the opposite, since Minik is, maybe they're not looking for you now. Um, you know, I could create some type of a commotion and just I could make a real scene, you know.
I would just recommend going with someone infringing on your cultural beliefs. That would do the trick.
3 Foot Club? What do you mean 3 Foot Club?
That's right. That's right. But pick on someone your own size for crying out loud.
Okay, so are you fighting with a droid or a nobleman, or who'd you pick a fight with?
I would probably pick a fight. So, I'm going to have to pick a fight with someone. So I'm going to spot an employee who is nearby that might be helping someone obviously check in.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be near that person, but make sure that there's no other employees in the general area. As you said, they were spread thin. So we don't want someone else to have the opportunity to come over and help.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there are a few, like in the back, they have these sort of back employee-only quarters, and you spot this area where the desks on either side of this employee are empty. He is helping this uh, older woman, but she has jewelry and necklaces, and she's got these fringes of gold lace. She seems to be from a core world of money. And she says very kindly, like, yes, and if we could extend a night, I'd like to see all that Cloud City has to offer. And you approach. The man's like, yes, of course, we can look at it, although we are quite busy with the tournament and all. And she says, I never
So
liked gambling too much.
I'm just going to be like entirely like a savage. Like I'm a primal being that has no idea, and I'm just gonna try to grab her purse and start
Oh,
sifting through it like I'm looking for food.
oh my, get back! And the employee, and the employee's just like, oh, and he starts to like try to shoo you away. The crowd starts to turn towards you. Minnick, what are you doing with this commotion?
Getting waiting till it's clear and sneaking behind the counter to try and access the terminal.
Okay, QB, I'm gonna need a performance check to see the attention that you draw. And Minnick, you're going to have to give a tech check. I'm assuming he passed you the data chip with Switch's code on it. Or Crash's code. QB. This is not a... Okay, so you... The employee
I'm starting to run away. I'm starting to run away with this
he
purse.
shoos you, and there's just a few folks. Oh, you grabbed the purse?
Oh yeah, it's in my hands. I'm moving like 5 feet away, just like I say. It's not much of a performance. It's actually happening. This is what I'm doing.
And the woman's just, and the employee's like, ma'am, we'll reimburse you. We have security on it. And he reaches into his comm link. They are turned
And
away.
I go kick him in the knee.
Please, security, there's a wild animal here. And you kick him in the knee. He goes down. He tries to grab at you, tries to grab at the purse. And Minnick, you're able to get the card in.
Oh no, what is going on?
I don't know. I think it's broken. How many times did you hit it?
I just clicked it once, I promise. Alright.
Yeah, I think my audio is glitching out for a little too. So, Minnick, you are able to get in. You see as the employee kind of sees you messing with the console, and then he gets kicked by QB, and you're managed to complete the process, and you upload the code to the system. You retrieve your data card. So all this is going on. Meanwhile, y'all are tracking down the good Baron Kithris, who knows you're following him. He's doubled around. He's actually doubled back towards a back alley of the Bespin Hotel, just off of the back alley. So there's less people here. There's still quite a few folks walking by, but these streets are high up with little barriers that look over down into the streets below. There's a lovely fountain in the middle, and he starts to slow down as he gets a sense that you're catching up with him.
Do we notice he's slowing down?
Roll perception. You might just think that you're fast.
All of us?
Just Zyle as he checks it out. Yeah, you get a sense that he seems to be running out of breath a little bit. He's, of nobility. He doesn't quite do a lot of cardio, and maybe he thinks that he lost you, but he did slow down, and you noticed.
All right, I'm going to start slowing down as well, be more nonchalant, but be keenly aware of where he is. Kind of like a pseudo stealth / performance kind of deal.
Okay. You approach quietly as they are sort of now walking at a very casual pace around the fountain. And as you get close enough, the Baron hollers out, "That's enough of this game." And his guards sort of look at him funny. And he sort of shakes them off. He says, "I'm done with this game. Leave me be."
Game, you ran away. We were trying to talk to you.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to keep walking by him.
Rivos steps up. Yeah, says, "I was trying to talk to you."
You have the floor, my guy. Good luck.
I have no
Yeah, I'm gonna
time
stand
for
back.
this. What is it?
Why are you trying to run from Darga?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure. Nat 20. Let's see. This guy, as you mentioned Darga, he's aware of Darga, but you definitely get the sense that he doesn't know what you're talking about in terms of running away from Darga. Meaning that he truly believes that whatever he was running from when you said Darga, he doesn't seem to be afraid of Darga.
So it seems you're not afraid of Darga, but what were you running from?
I haven't the time for you to meddle in my affairs.
I'm more efficient than all your security.
We'll see about that. As we enter into the Imperial threats. I'll let you guys place yourselves on the scene. You get to decide if, as he doubled back, if you decided to let the 3 Foot Club know through comlinks that he was making his way back towards a nearby block of the Yerith Bespin or not.
And is this guy's security, is it Imperial security, or is this his own detail that he has?
It is his own detail, and actually, Beetle, why don't you roll a perception or investigation check for me?
Okay.
Oh, that's neato. Did you make the Hero Forge?
His character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, if you make it in
20.
Hero Forge in an A frame or a T frame, then you can animate him and it looks pretty good. Yeah, and Hero Forge has new face customization options, so I can make him look like the asshole that he looks like. So yes, we have Baron Kithris here. Let me see if I can actually... Oh, you know what? That would be super cool if I could do... might have to do it in a different way. Yeah, it'll be his... It's okay. I'll do it like this. It's okay. I'll do it like this. So we have Baron Kithris, this gentleman here.
T-pose.
Yeah, in his T-pose with his cocky little smirky face. And Beetle with a 5 on your perception check. Yeah, he just looks like he's got his own security detail. They do have weapons, and they were carrying them fairly openly in the hotel as well. So folks are aware that he is of a nobility that has somehow gotten a open carry pass from some authority in Cloud City, and that he has connections that are able to let him do that. Yeah, anyone want to let the 3-foot club know, or are these guys sitting out?
I think I would come.
Yeah.
Okay, as they double back and they're chasing him, they say, guys, he seems to be heading back. Meanwhile, you guys barely hear it come through the comms as QB's screeching like a banshee and tearing away a purse. But you do hear it, and you recognize that they're coming around to the back. So you are able to get to... I'm going to give you guys 1 round out, so that way you arrive a little bit later. What were you
Is it possible after to say, like, hey, come here, and then put it on a comlinks jammer that I have?
Say more. What do you mean?
I have a comlinks jammer, right, that can basically just, like, ensure that, like, comms are not able to leave a certain area, I believe.
Oh.
Just like an actual jammer.
Yeah, so your intention is so that they can't call anyone?
Yes.
Yep. So you guys were tracking these guys. They were walking towards this fountain from over in this direction. Oh, do I have a... Did I make one of those fancy things you guys like? Are you ready? Fancy,
I am ready.
fancy scene.
I'm ready.
UI went away.
Imperial threats. Thanks.
Imperial threats.
We've got Baron Kithris with his 2 Thalen bodyguards and several clone-type bodyguards that are protecting him. This is a fairly open battle map with not a whole lot of terrain to hide behind, so you are exposed.
Wait, are these, just out of curiosity, you said clones, like Jango Fett clones, or just some other kind?
Roll a history check.
Hold on.
I thought I was obvious earlier, and then y'all perception was really low, so...
Yeah, I mean, it was obvious, like,
Okay.
character. But, like,
Yeah.
in character, I was like, oh, yeah, there's some warriors.
Yeah, in character warriors, but let's
Wait,
actually
lore?
you can all do a lore check. Yeah, sorry, lore, history
Okay.
lore.
Since I was in the Clone Wars, can I roll lore at advantage?
This doesn't have to do with the Clone Wars necessarily. This is actually Beetle recognizes that one of these clones was in the palace of Darga the Hutt and had recognized you guys and told the Baron that these guys are associated with Darga. So when he whispered to the Baron, he said,
"Oh no,
these guys."
So this
Do
might be
we-
a fight that we need to
this
do.
might be bad."
Do we know who it's a clone of from the palace, or no? Like who exactly it was? Do we interact with them much?
I mean, they're one of the original, like they're older clones. They're one of the original clones from the Clone Wars, so like they have the same face of the Fett, and but they are one of the first ones, so they're quite a bit older than clones that you're used to seeing. If that's
Next
what you
question.
were wondering.
How open is this area? How public is it?
Quite public. I mean, it's not one of the main streets that people are walking down, but there are several people walking by that can witness this.
So the problem is, if we pull our weapons now for this reason, it might affect their security job potentially the next day. Possibly. Because they could be like, oh yeah, that fucking Zyle guy, we're bounty hunter dude. Yeah, he was off the pulling some shenanigans with the firearm permit you gave him. What are you gonna do about it?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Actually. Well, if they shoot at us first, though, we have security reasons to retaliate.
To retaliate against an agent of the Empire?
But I don't think we should kill them per se.
Go ahead and roll
No.
initiative.
Let's roll this shit and figure this shit out as we go.
Figure this out. And yeah, feel free to place yourselves on the map, even if you're coming from behind or coming from this way. I'm just giving you guys full freedom to...
At 20, baby.
Nice.
Jeff, is the 3-foot club rolling initiative 2 this round?
You are, and then you will just skip your turn for round 1. So feel free to roll initiative. Am I quiet for anybody else?
No.
Okay.
I would say you're fine.
So we're coming from a different area, right?
They
They don't know that we're involved. They don't know that we're part of the group.
Right, but I'll let you decide which way you come from so you can kind of determine where the hotel is. And then I'll roll for Euro. I'll give him a long rest because he is hurt.
Oh, wait. Did we take a long rest before?
Yeah, y'all rested on the Banshee.
Yeah.
So if you didn't take a long rest, it's a good time to do so. Sorry, I didn't explicitly say long rest, but I did say y'all slept. So
What happened to us, Minnick? Look at our initiatives.
you guys are busy harassing old ladies.
Yeah, it lines up naturally. Now we're gonna be late for the
Actually,
first
you're right.
round.
That's actually, you're right. It's like Jeff planned it that way.
I'm having issues moving my guy for whatever reason.
Really?
Yeah. Is this some like permissions? Oh. Well, I'm good now. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, you might have had a weird block. Okay, we are gonna begin
Yeah, that'll work for me.
this open air area with this handsome nobleman. He's got these Thalen bodyguards that are startling looking women, resembling human, but with that shock of bright orange hair and patterns of spots. They've got blasters, but they seem to be ready to go for their vibro rapier, swinging at their hip. And the main avenues of Cloud City are usually free of debris, preferring an open-air aesthetic to highlight the beauty of a city in the clouds. As such, there's little to take cover behind during this encounter, and some of y'all may find yourselves far more exposed than you're accustomed to. QB. Okay. The Baron says, stop meddling in my affairs, and he is going to go for Rivos there. Rivos, is that where you want to be?
I would ideally, I think I would be. I would try to maybe be like here, or kind of like there. What I was thinking.
Sure.
Kind of at the head.
Yep. Okay. So the Baron is up first. He is... Where is his... Oh, I might not have it equipped. He whips out a blaster pistol. Wow.
I just want to confirm. Are we? Yeah, like, should we not be killing this guy? Should we try and be a little like, not kill him immediately?
Yeah, we should non-lethally kill them. I know that's
Okay.
a contradictive statement, but I like to use that canonically through all my D&D games. But yes, we should non-lethally.
Okay. Good to know. Everyone else fair game?
Oops.
I feel like if we just knock them all out, that could be okay.
You could ignore that, Rivos, because he did not use his vibro rapier. He used his blaster pistol. A 15 will hit, dealing 8 damage, and he does have multi-attacks, so he will...
Did you say a 15? Because I have a 19.
Oh,
Or it should be 17, actually.
why did it say it hit? Oh, no, 15 missed. Oh, this was the old one. Let me undo that damage. And then a 16 missed. Okay, so he misses twice as these shots fly through the open promenade. People start to scream. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change the scene a little bit because I have Fog of War, and it's going to cause some, some delays and some giddy-ups, and we don't need Fog of War. So, there we go. So that's what the Baron does, and I believe he's got Inspire, Fervor. Nope, he has to land a successful attack. Okay. he says, cover me. And these guys, this one runs up to you, Rivos, and takes a stock strike towards you. So he whips out his pistol, hits you straight in the temple with it.
He ran within 30 feet of me. I'm going to use my reaction.
Of course. So stock strike takes out Rivos a little bit. You use your reactive wrist blaster. You hear more screams go throughout the promenade. Your brute force kicks in. He's hurt pretty bad. He takes the hits. We move over to Zyle.
Boy. Okay, we're gonna triangling this aisle, but
Acting funny?
maybe she's moving again.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the game camera. And I'm also...
Oh, there you go, I'm good now.
Okay. I know the game camera isn't as friendly as it sounds like it should be. Got it?
Yep, I'm good.
Great.
Well, since he fired first.
He did fire first.
I mean, I'm going to claim self-defense. There'll be shenanigans that may or may not happen.
You whip out your light pistol with a 15. That's definitely going to hit the clone trooper, and he just goes down. Ah!
Awesome. Ran behind the fountain to try to get some a little bit of cover, but I also wanted to keep in range of the clone trooper, and I uncharacteristically landed a good shot, finishing where people started.
All right. Move over to Beetle.
All right.
I'm gonna get rid of that critical analysis on you.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna run over directly across from the Baron and his entourage he has.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. That says 32 feet, but it's a bit difficult to get exact.
Oh yeah, it's estimates.
Okay. I am going to pull out the beam rifle I just got. And I am going to fire it at him.
Shoot. I just pressed a button that makes the game lag. Darn it. That will miss.
All right, and I'm going to do it again. Dang. Okay, I think that's it then.
All right.
I missed both times.
I just changed your token to be forearms for funsies.
No.
Gotta change that default. All right, this Thalen woman with her shock of hair, her purple skin tone, she's coming from the back a little bit. These girls, they have this nature about them. They seem almost like trained tigers at his side, where they're sort of bored and but still keenly aware. And she kicks into gear, runs up, jumps over this gap in the promenade, getting right towards you, Beetle. And she is going to whip out her Vibra Rapier. And a 23 will hit as she slices into your chassis. And then she has Okay. All right, that's what she's going to do. The next one hangs back. She sees Beetle as well with his intimidating nature and does a blaster rifle shot. Another 23 to hit. These girls rocking Beetle a little bit here. We move to this clone who's sort of in the front of the foray. He sees his friend go down, goes over to Rivos, and attacks with his stock strike. Ooh, a 2's not going to cut it. Rivos dodges the attack as he misses. We move to Euro, who will give critical analysis to Beetle, probably. What is that called of his? I think it's called critical analysis. Where do
I think it is, yeah.
Why don't I see it? I don't know. I may have to open up a sheet to see it. Oh, because I have Beetle selected, that's why. And he says something like, "You've got this, friend." Where is... Oh, here it is. Critical analysis. Okay, so you have that +4 to a check. And then, what does he usually do? I think he would move around this way, targeting that Thalen that's going after Beetle with Betty. And now, oh, he doesn't have the critical analysis Betty, so he's just going to do the regular shot with Betty. 15 will miss the Thalen bodyguard. Rivos, followed by a clone, and then Minnick and QB will get skipped. So Rivos, 2 clones, and then top the order.
Awesome. Rivos took away his shield. He's not holding his shield anymore, and he equips it Electro Hammer. So my AC is up to date at a 16 rather than a 19. It's a shield they have to use physically. It's what I've been using. So there, let me just put in. I'm going to attack probably this clone trooper, but my Electro Hammer has a feature of heavy.
Okay.
It's saying when you hit with an attack roll using strength, with a weapon with this property, you deal an additional strength modifier. Now mine is a 3. Is it rounded up or rounded?
What do you mean rounded?
So meaning like since mine is a 3, half would be 1.5.
Oh, it rounds down.
Okay, I'll add that in real quick. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I had that in, and then I will Electro Hammer him.
17 hits. So you'll deal. Did that calculate with the +3 already?
It should have been +4.
Okay, so instead of 4, I'll give another damage to him as you hammer down. 1 more damage. All right.
He's non-lethally, of course, but
You're doing non-lethal to the clone troopers too?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, he's down. Gets knocked out.
If it's possible, I want to use my onslaught style to dash bonus action and cross to right about here.
Sure.
And I just look to the bear and I say, "Look, if we were with Darga the Hutt, I wouldn't have knocked out your bodyguard. I just want to talk. Please, can we do this civilized?"
Mind your business. As he continues, he's got his bodyguard here, seeing you kind of approach. He makes his way over to you, and he is before he gets to you, he sort of jumps over the grassy area here, whips out his blaster rifle first. Oh, his blaster rifle's broken. I'll do a fun, let's see, that's a ranged weapon. You hit an unintended random target. Oh man, randomize all targets, roll a second attack roll if you beat their armor class. Okay, so he's got the Baron, his friend, and I think he could still get you. So we'll call you 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do a D4 and see who he's targeting. 2, it's the Baron. Oh no! As he goes to shoot you, he instead shoots the Baron, the guy he's supposed to protect. Good thing he misses. He doesn't feel too guilty. Okay. Whew. Troopers. Clone.
See your own clone troopers.
I know.
They don't even know how to do their job. They're trying to hit you. You just surrender, Baron.
This guy stays a little bit further back. He sees you too close to his person he's supposed to protect. I thought that was going to be a 1, too. And he's going to move closer as well. All right. You guys, we move to the top of the order. You hear the blaster rifle down the street, 3-foot club. The Baron activates. He's got... so he sees you getting close to him, and he whips out his Vibra Rapier towards you, Rivos, with 22. You have a prompt if you want to use a reaction. That Vibro Rapier will hit for 4 kinetic damage. He does it again because he has multi-attack. This time a 19 on the dice. He's definitely going to hit with the 26. You take another... Oh, he does try to reflect it. Remind me if that's working properly with mechanics. Let's see. You did a 4 on the reflect.
Healing.
Towards... Hold on, let's see. He would have hit you for 9. So it should have just healed you for 4 instead of taking a 9.
Yes.
So it doesn't do damage to him like it did, but instead you get +4, right?
Okay. Yes. I'll update that on my side.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's like a macro or what, because I think it's a special one. But then he uses his Inspire Fervor, which when he lands a successful weapon attack, he can use his reaction to command one ally within 30 feet to make a weapon attack, provided that ally can hear it. So he inspires his Thielen bodyguard. She ninja-like jumps over, again going after Rivos, and this time with her Vibra Rapier.
Yeah, she's moving from attack here.
Yeah, new round if you wanted to use your reaction on her.
Alright, then definitely do that. I'm gonna pull out the assault cannon this time for this.
Assault cannon.
So Jeff, I fixed it. I made it as healing to my spell target, and if it basically is more damage, then I can attack them.
Great.
That makes sense.
That's a bad miss. Is that a nat 1 on our friend Beetle with the assault cannon? Oh no. That is a shooting. Your targeting comes loose. You lose this attack. Starting next turn, you can make a sleight of hand check to fix it. Each attempt takes 1 turn. So your that was your assault cannon. So your assault cannon basically targeting system is messed up. It's going to take a turn to fix it with a sleight of hand check. So your choice to set that weapon aside or to work on it. We move to Zyle, followed by Beetle and a couple of Thielen bodyguards. Most of the citizens have fled screaming. And we're calling this, gosh, I think it's just a 20-foot drop down if you were to throw someone off this thing. Yeah, we'll call it 20 feet, even though the measurement says 16.
We're going to start taking pot shots at the clones, see if we can do something to make him a little bit more humble.
Okay. I'm jumping in your head, Zyle. It's a good view. I spent time on that fountain. Can you see the ripples? Can you see the
nice
ripples?
fountain.
Are you targeting the Baron?
No, I'm targeting the gentleman above the Baron.
Gotcha. You guys' colors look similar. Gotcha.
Checking powers real quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, nat one's all over the place. Oh wait, that's Revos practicing.
Revos.
Saber's
I'm
Wonder.
sorry, I was
No,
just
you're
testing
fine.
it,
You're
yeah.
testing. Okay. Get all those nat ones out of the way, boys.
All right, we're gonna try casting combustive shot and see if we can set this dude on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. It didn't. I didn't.
You have to do the
roll.
shot first. And
Yeah.
then,
Okay. I thought that this did it automatically. So ignore that 2 damage.
well, we'll see if this hits. Then I won't ignore it.
Oh, there you go.
That
Perfect.
hits. There you go. So now it is all affected. This guy is on fire. Does this work? No. Let's see. I thought I did something to make that. Fire, fire, fire. Is that it? There it is. He's on fire. Okay. He takes an additional damage, I think, at the... let's see. On a hit, he suffers an attack in orbital. He becomes ignited. That's right. And ignited is its own thing, which means when he's ignited, he suffers fire damage at the end of each of its turns. And that damage, I think, is 4 for your intelligence mod.
Yep.
Cool. Anything else? Zyle, as you combustive shot, do you want to describe that for fun?
Moving to the other side of the fountain, noticing Revos trying to do the linguistic thing with his with the Baron, which is likely not going to work. I elect to use fear instead, and then target one of his clones and set him on fire, just to show, hopefully, a bit more of a humbling nature to that the Baron would hopefully become aware of.
You hear the
And
clone
surrender.
scream a bit. Ah! As the fire starts to consume him. Beetle, we move to you. You still have critical analysis.
Alright. So, as long as I'm staying within 5 feet of someone, I have proc reaction, right? Like I'm moving around someone, or opportunity attack, I'm sorry.
All right. 5 feet generally, and this girl's 5 feet, even though I had her slightly out of there. But yeah, she's 5 feet.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I'm just gonna move around her, like not
Oh,
out of her range.
yep.
This is without for rogue opportunity, no.
No. If you stay within 5 feet of her, mechanically, it does not.
Alright, because I want to angle this. I'm going to target again the I don't know why I can't target him. There we go.
The Baron.
The Baron, with the beam rifle again.
Beam rifle. Whew. Oh, a 10 will miss.
Alright, I'm gonna do it one more time.
See if this thing actually works. Oh, another miss. That beam rifle. It is a +6. It's calculating. It's just bad rolls.
I have like 4 battles in a row. Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna blow a action surge here.
Oh, he wants that beam rifle to work.
And I'm gonna do it again. There we go.
There we go. There's a hit on a beam rifle. Oh, I don't have any animation set for you. I'll work on that.
I'm also going to add on top of that I didn't add my brute force too.
Oh, yep. That's just 2.
Yep. And then the reason I repositioned myself was because the beam rifle has an innate feature where it goes through targets.
Son of a bitch.
So that will also hit the his Thielen bodyguard for
Penetrating. When you would make a ranged weapon attack with this property, you can instead attempt to penetrate and hit a creature behind the target, consuming ammunition equal to the penetrating number.
You know what? I just realized behind the target, so I have to target her, and then it would hit him.
If that's what you want to do, otherwise you could hit him and it'll hit the bodyguard behind him.
Okay, then never mind. I'm fine with that. But I'm going to do
Hold on. Did we decide the penetrating? What would happen?
No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to spend the ammo. I want to do another shot with it. I'm
Okay.
going to do weak point strike, or weak point strike to my hit.
Okay. Weak point strike. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend a superior to temporarily daze him. Add the number rolled to the damage of the weapon attack, and a creature must succeed con save or be stunned. He succeeds. Wait, how did he succeed on a 6? What's the he must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. That's based on your.
It's probably a minimum of 8. It's probably 8 plus proficiency plus strength or 30.
Right.
It's probably
Your tech DC is 12. So either way, a
Yeah.
6 he's got to fail. So that's just a broken mechanic. So a 6 he fails, which means he is dazed and he takes that additional 2. Is that right?
Yes, 2 damage.
So he takes 2
If
damage.
he only took 1 because he succeeded. So I guess you added 1 more damage though.
Wait, say that again?
Because he succeeded, I was about to say he only took 1, I think. But okay, I'm gonna
so I just added.
be right. Add him again. Since I got 4 whenever I do this.
Hold on, slow down. I gotta find dazed because that might give you advantage or something.
Okay. Yeah.
What is dazed? I don't even have dazed. What does that even mean? Let me SW5e it. Is dazed even a thing anymore? Is that some old language? I got nothing in dazed.
Honestly, the sentence structure of that is pretty poorly done. The add the number rolled to the damage weapon attack
or be stunned.
Must succeed a Constitution save or be stunned.
Gotcha.
It's just that they should be stunned and not saying dazed.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, stunned.
So he is stunned, which means he automatically fails strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against him do have advantage. You did hit him with the 24. You can just roll a d20 if you want to try to get a nat 20. Otherwise.
All right. Hold on, let's see.
Okay, so he takes that damage. So he got the 8. He got the extra 2, and you've used your action surge. Anything else, Beetle?
Yeah. You know, I'm also gonna throw an exploit weakness on that other hit I just used on him, or I got on him.
Okay.
Deal an additional. So I roll superiority die.
Yeah, I think you just click the other roll formula in that chat, and it applies to him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that is it.
He just takes 4.
So he takes extra 4 plus the 2 since brute force is applied to the rifle for some reason.
Okay.
And then the last thing I'm going to do for the bonus action, I am going to target myself and use rapid reconstruction.
You have enough actions to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I trust you.
That's why actions it's kind of dumb.
No. I gotcha. Your voice mod's a little tricky to understand today, by the way. But rapid reconstruction works.
I had it on that entire time. Okay.
That whole time, yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for me. Finally.
All right. Yeah. We move to the Thalen bodyguard. She is going to try to Vibra Rapier once again with an 17 to hit. She's gonna hit you with a 6, and then she is going to ninja hop out of your way back towards the good Baron. And I totally forgot some major thing that I should have been using. But if you wanted to use that opportunity... Oh, wait, did you already use your reaction this round?
I used it already, so no.
Okay, she hops away from you as you're too busy to bother. And then this Thalen is going to... Am I saying that species right? Thalen? Anybody? No? Okay.
Yeah.
She's going to go after Rebos with her Vibro Rapier as well. And that will miss. Euro. Where is our friend Euro? I'm going to assume in true Euro fashion he would go after the Baron. And we're going to go with Betty. That has advantage for some reason. Which hits for 9, but this is the feature that I forgot about. These Thielen bodyguards have an intercept feature, which when an ally within 5 feet is targeted by an attack, they can use their reaction to cause themselves to be targeted. So this 22 that hit the Baron, he's going to get that 9 health back, and she will take it. Nope, that did not work. What the heck? Okay, there we go. And that is for round 2 for that one. Good to know. I'm sure Euro's got a bonus action. But critical analysis is still applied to Beetle. You know what? He's going to switch it, Beetle. Sorry. You didn't use it, you lose it. He's going to target Xyle over there and give you...
Uh-oh.
Because I think that's his bonus, right? I don't know. He could figure it out. So Xyle, you have a +4 to any kind of check that you want to make. Saving throw, ability check, attack.
Nice. Let's go.
Revos is up.
Alrighty. Let's see. I am going to throw hammer the Baron, which should be at advantage. It is calculated.
Oh, because she's stunned. That's why. But wait a minute. When he's stunned, does that mean once he's hit, attack rolls against him, he can only speak falteringly? He's incapacitated and can't move. So incapacitated, I hate when they make these things go. He can't take actions or reactions. And he can't be stunned forever. What was that feature, Beetle, that stunned him? Exploit weakness?
No, it was weak point strike.
Weak point strike. He's stunned until the end of its next turn. Gosh, that's a long stun time. Okay. The Electro Hammer comes at him, but this time, this Thielen bodyguard that is beside you takes the brunt of it, so he doesn't take that damage. She does instead.
Okay.
And
so here's my interesting question. So since she used the intercepting, I have a shocking attribute for the Electro Hammer to stun someone, or they become shocked if they roll 13 or 12 or under. It's a DC 13. It's a shocking attribute.
okay, so she has to do a save?
I think so.
Okay.
If you want to rule it that way, because it's intercept.
Well, no, she takes whatever weapon that you hit. So if the weapon has that feature, she takes it all. So what kind of save?
It would be a dexterity save of DC 13.
Okay, she gets a nat 1. So she fails the save.
She is shocked and takes 1d4 lightning damage, which is a 4.
Okay. 4 lightning damage and shocked, huh?
I don't know what that is.
I'm sure I do. Somewhere. Shocked, shocked, shocked. Stunned, shocked. Let's see what shocked is, y'all. I'm gonna... shocked. The creature can't take reactions, and their speed is reduced by half.
Until the end of her next turn.
Okay.
So she can't intercept it the next turn, in theory.
She can't intercept until the end of her next turn. Anything else, Rios?
Yeah, my second attack.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to hit the Baron. He is stunned. He is hurt. He takes the whole damage that time.
And now he has to roll the shock.
Yeah, well, he's going to automatically fail saves because he's stunned. He just automatically fails, right?
Yep, yeah.
So he'll take the 3. Did I give that 4 damage? I did. So he takes 3.
It's 17 damage total.
Yeah.
Guys, you're not supposed to kill the Baron.
No, I'm non-lethally killing him.
And he is also shocked. So his speed's reduced, no reactions. All right. everyone's just getting shocked and stunned and convulsed.
I think that's everything I can do.
Okay, we move to this clone who's on fire. He sees you dealing all this damage. He got that shot from Zyle across the way. What would he do? I think he would return the shot. Not really. Well, yeah, he's going to return the shot.
Oh no.
13's going to hit you, Zyle. So you're going to take that. And also, I meant that he, since the Baron took... Oh, that's his... Is Inspire Fervor? It's a reaction. He lost his reactions. He got nothing. Okay, and then he's going to take that 4 damage from the fire, isn't he?
Yes.
And that's just an automatic 4. Jeez, he's burning alive. You know what he would do? He's going to run towards the fountain and try to put out the fire. So
Stop, drop, and roll.
He's going to go. No, he's got exactly 30 feet. He jumps into the fountain, and he is doused, no longer ignited. But he will take that damage anyway. Yikes. Can that undo the shader on him? Is it a shader toggle? No, it's just a shader. Okay, I wish it was a toggle. That's okay. I could press more buttons. All right. Now we got a clone in a fountain. Minnick, you join the fray. You come running in with your other 3-Foot Club member. You see this man running across the promenade on fire. You see a nobleman who you just saw in the lobby is just like stunned and like shaking in this nervous system twitch as his Thalen bodyguards are looking very similarly. What do you want to do?
Question. Since we skipped a turn, are we starting at Beetle to retrieve our weapons, possibly? Or do we have to make it there first?
Yeah, he's got your weapons, and he didn't give them to you in the lobby, so...
Well, then I'm going to Beetle.
Okay.
I guess the question would be that loss of turn or round, would that include the time? Like, do we show up on the scene on Beetle? Or where would you like us to show up on the scene?
I'll tell you what, I'll let you show up on the scene 25 feet from Beetle so you can make it to him and take an action.
All right. I
Fair.
will make it to Beetle to retrieve my weapon. And,
I have it just sitting in my like second set of hands, just like down there. So as I'm like firing, I just hand it behind me towards you.
awesome.
He's
That's
he's
awesome.
just like tossing it like a ball, like waiting for you to take it.
And that is action, right?
Oh, to grab your weapon? No, I'm going to give you an action this round so you can actually use it.
Ooh. Well, then it's an open way across the little gap.
It is. They really trust the citizens of Cloud City to be civil and not push each other off the edge of these high walkways.
Yes, so I cannot target the closest Thalen.
Okay. What do you want me to... I can make a roll for you if you want. You should be able to target her, but maybe not. Blaster carbine? Blaster pistol?
Blaster carbine.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot target anyone.
Oh, 15's gonna miss. You might have to do a refresh.
I would use a second attack to fire again.
Same target?
Yes.
All right. I have a harder time clicking you, Mimic. Okay. Carbine. Oh, a nat 1. Sorry, buddy.
What?
I won't punish
I
you
want
with
to take
it.
back my rolls.
I won't punish you with it because I was that was a DM roll, so I'll give you a pass.
Well, that was an awesome turn.
QB, you're able to get to Beetle in his other fourth hand. I don't know if you number your hands, Beetle, but you're able to.
Fourth hand.
You see a nice light bow or whatever weapon you're looking for.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I think. Let me Control Z that. I don't know where. I think I moved you and you moved you.
ah,
I'll let you move you.
okay. Thank you. Is that about good there?
Yep.
All right. Um, so so I was going to say, I'm surprised that no one has tried to push anyone off of the edge, by the way.
Don't
Um,
push me, cause I'm close to the
Well,
edge.
that's because we're trying to non-lethally kill them. Not.
It's 20 feet. It's 2d6.
Yeah, I
we
was like,
just need
it's
a
only a
non.
20 feet drop. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, so QB comes in, obviously, and it's like, so hey guys, can you guys fill me in? What's going on here?
Just screaming and
Oh.
get him and yeah.
Yeah, basically, don't kill them. Just,
Yeah, Beetle. What does Beetle say? Because you're hearing this like.
Don't kill who?
yeah, them. He just points. Rivos just points to everyone around him.
Oh, you don't want us to kill anyone?
Yeah, they're alright people. This is just miscommunication. You know,
I've been,
dynamics.
I've been taking the non-killing as
Didn't,
an optional thing anyway. So
didn't I just see a man on fire running across the building into the
Yeah,
water?
he's not gonna be dead. He's not gonna be dead.
Just a minor miscommunication, no big deal.
Named for life, he'll be fine.
Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm going to target this one right here, next to Revos, and we're going to go ahead and hit an energy bow, hopefully. Jeff, what have you done with my rolls tonight?
That's all you. I didn't roll that one. Oh wait, you have advantage because she's stunned.
Oh, wonderful. So I'll just, how do I roll it again without
Wait.
wasting
She's
that one?
shocked, isn't she?
Yeah, that's just the naming conventions. Shocked and stunned are entirely different.
Right. So she's
How
shocked.
about
You don't have advantage. She just can't take reactions, and her speed is half, so not advantage. Sorry, tease.
All right.
The
well,
good
I am
Baron
going-
though is stunned, and anyone can attack him with advantage.
Yeah, but I've been told not to kill him, and I have no idea what, what his health is at, so it's a bow. Like, I can't choose not to kill him, right? So,
I think that's just how the game's set up. You can technically do non-lethal damage with mostly anything.
oh, okay. Well, I've made my choice.
Yeah, you put
I'm
you pop out one of the batteries in the energy bow to make it less. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I have marked her so that if she is to move, then I will be able to shoot. And that is the end of my turn. I don't have all these fancy quadruple turns.
This guy steps up over here and targets you, QB, for coming into the fray with a blaster rifle. You're damaged. You got a reaction prompt.
Oh, did that show up? Okay.
You do reduce the damage, huh? How come it didn't reduce? Uncanny dodge. You can use your reaction to half the damage. So that did not half. So let me give you 5. Alright, now I'll have to fix your uncanny dodge. All good. That's what he does. So we move to the top of the order. The Baron. It was the end of his turn. So this is the end of his turn. So once he's done with his turn, he won't be stunned anymore?
Yes.
Gosh, damn, that's a long time, it seems. All right, he can't do anything because he's stunned, he's shocked. He can't even use a reaction. How long till the
You really can't do anything.
Yeah, how long till the shock ends? Okay, well, he's no longer stunned.
At the end of this turn.
Okay,
full
so
effects will cease.
perfect. So he finally shakes it off. His whole turn is used with nerve system damage. Okay, Zyle, you have a
Hi.
critical analysis. So you have a
I
plus
do
4
critical
to
analysis.
whatever you want. Okay.
So we're gonna try knocking this gentleman out.
By the pool?
At the pool. I'm gonna go hit him with the blunt side of my vibro dagger and try to go for a knockout.
Oh man, he just went for a swim.
So I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna roll the vibro dagger and we're gonna see what happens.
We're gonna see what happens. You try to, and he quickly splashes out of the way.
Yep, and unfortunately, I should have Flicker Strike that, but I'm a very silly person. It wouldn't have worked anyway because I missed.
Yeah, and as you check out this guy, he kind of comes up and he's got these nice goggles on that are different than his other friends that seem to have helped him see your strike coming as he dodged you.
Unfortunate. How unfortunate. That's actually gonna do it for my turn.
Way you go to Beetle.
All right. I'm holding the trigger down on that beam rifle on the Baron.
All right.
Do we still have advantage or no?
You don't have advantage anymore, but the Thalens can't use their intercept feature. So he takes the 8 energy damage, and I forget. It gives you the brute
10?
force. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. And I do it again.
Let me actually go into your inventory real quick. So if I look at your Vibro Knuckle, I think I added it as a, brute force after damage roll. Where's your beam rifle? Okay, let me just quickly get in here, and we'll go into our on-use macro. Call it brute force, and I'm just going to use After Effects. Boom, boom, boom. All right, now you could try your beam. We'll see if the brute force works.
Okay.
Oh, it's not going to work if it misses. Oh, it still added the brute force.
But that...
Oh, I think I did it after damage roll. That's right. So I got to go change that again. That's fine. We're close.
Okay.
We're close.
And then at the end of as my bonus action, I'm going to use Rapid Reconstruction again and use another hit dice.
You got it. Oh, is Beetle hurting?
Somewhat. Now it's certainly not, but...
All right. This Thalen, she's going to wrap around the Baron here, going towards Rivos with her Vibro Rapier. These things are like almost like whips, like these snake-like electric whips kind of whip at you. You have a prompt for a reaction there, Rivos, and she will then lose her shock. Oh, there we go. You take the full 10 damage? No, you saber reflected. Oh, did that work again? So 10 damage, reflected 6. It gave her 6 healing for some reason.
It should have gave me 6 healing. That's weird.
Yep. It gave you the 10 damage, so it should just give you 4 healing. Yeah. So there's something wrong with it. That's okay.
30 points.
Yep.
Thank you.
You got it. And she's no longer shocked. This other Thalen, right beside you, these girls are ganging up on you, Rivos, because you are within their favorite weapon. And she, again, Vapor Rapier comes out. Oh, 17 is going to hit, resulting in 10. And she also loses her shock value. And much to...
end of her next turn. Sorry. I misunderstood round and turn.
And much to QB's chagrin, she doesn't leave her spot. Euro. He's going to target the Baron. It says, I thought we could just talk about this. Blaster Carbine Betty. 18 will hit the Baron, but now these girls have the reaction back. She's going to use it to take the brunt of that. So it's going to undo the 4 damage there as she takes the full 4. Does Euro have second attack or no? I don't think so. He just has all these reactions and cold reads. Okay. What is his academic superiority? Those are maneuvers. I just don't know his character well enough to... We'll leave Zyle with the... Oh, you could have used that that critical analysis on your missed hit with the pool guy, Zyle.
I should have hold on to it. Sorry.
I literally mentioned it, and then we both forgot about it in unison. Rivos is up. Revos, are you
Sorry,
there?
that's pouring some tea. I'm gonna immediately attack the.
The Baron?
Yeah.
Okay. Might as well attack this girl because she's going to step in with her intercept.
I'm not gonna.
Nat
Yep.
20.
Damn it.
Yep, she's going to take it all. So we will undo.
I think that technically would be 11 because if it's +1, wouldn't it be multiplied? No, never mind. Well, actually, wait. Yeah,
What's up?
it's a critical. It's not my. Never mind. Yeah, it's fine. Just 10 damage to him.
She takes it with her intercept feature, and that is both of
Yep.
those girls' reactions for this round.
I'm gonna argue that she has to move in between Revos and the Baron in order to
Of course.
receive that damage.
Yeah, she does have to move, just barely, but yes, you're right. So she steps in, manages to take one of the blows. The next electro hammer, he takes it.
Oh, wait. That's a reaction, isn't it?
That's her reaction.
Yeah.
But it's also my reaction to do that attack.
Did you already use it?
When I was attacked, yeah.
But that was last round because you're at the end of the turn order.
Well,
Oh,
it tells me I used it.
when were you attacked? By the...
Would have been the beginning of round 3? Yeah.
You were attacked by the clone, and he hasn't gone yet.
I used 2 force points to empower my strike to deal 7 damage to
Got it.
Baron.
And remind me that hammer strike, he has to do a dex
DC
save?
13 dex save, yeah.
Okay. And that's the shocked property, right? He succeeds. Is that testing?
Oh, yeah, I already did it on my own.
Okay.
I think I did in the log at least. It rolled a 7, coincidentally, both times.
QB, did you figure out reaction if you had it or not? Because I think if you were attacked by this guy here, that happened last round.
Okay. Alright. Then yeah, I'm not sure why it would say that I've used a reaction.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my energy bow on her then.
You
Oh
got
my
it.
gosh.
It misses anyway. Anything else,
These rolls
Revos?
tonight.
No, I used my bonus action to force power of strike. I only should have dealt 7 damage.
Yeah, I undid the other one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't have any reactions or anything, so that's my turn.
Okay, this guy jumps out of the pool with his pistol in hand to stock strike, pistol whip Zyle here for 5 kinetic damage as he climbs out. Zyle, I'm going to go ahead and have you do a strength save for me, as he is going to
Sure, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our critical bonus to that.
Okay.
Why not?
So he just leaps at you in an attempt to knock you out, both with his pistol, hitting you successfully, but you got to beat a 12 on your strength check plus 4, or plus your D4. Oh, yeah.
Let's
So
go.
he comes flying at you. You take the brunt of the hit, but you manage to stay on your feet. We move over to Minnick.
I am going to get close to this ledge, just get a little bit of cover from it and try and fire at the Phelan again. And
Looks like refresh lets you target.
it did. So this should...
That should work. 22 is going to hit as she takes the 11 energy damage.
Boom. And I'm just going to use the second attack right away.
Just
Right
imagine
into
you
it.
sort of peering over the edge, used to bringing you back to the cliffs of Tatooine.
Oh yeah, feel right at home with these ledges.
There we go. Another 6 damage. Moving?
I'm gonna get a little bit of cover from the 1 foot ledge.
Okay. Yeah, that's 1/3 cover for you. We move over to QB. QB.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
You were?
So yeah, I'm changing my attack to this guy here because these women are just too elusive.
They are shifty ones. That will hit for 10. That's a good amount.
Right.
You
And
get
I'm going to
him
have to
right
hit,
in the stomach.
I'm going to have to also uh I'd like to use because we did the pin down. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Um
Yeah, we just decided
the
to be grapple instead of fear.
yeah. So I'd like to use 2 of my sneak attack die on one of these Thalen. Let's
Oh,
go with her.
I thought for the penetrating shot you had to successfully hit first.
Oh, hold on. Am I mixing that up?
You went after the clone trooper, you successfully hit him, so it makes sense if your
Yeah.
penetrating shot was to pin him, but I don't think you'd be able to hit
I
him
was
and
thinking, yeah, you're right. I was thinking of penetrating where it goes to another person. You're right.
Oh,
My
you're right.
bad.
I think penetrating does, but they'd have to be in a row, right?
Yeah, my head was not in the right place.
Cool.
So instead, I will just use all my
Sneak attack.
sneak attack. Looking for it in this list of things.
He's
Cannot
probably gonna
find it.
die.
Well, I'd like to use it. I've been told we're supposed to knock them out, so I'll use it up to the point of which
I mean,
it's non-lethal.
sure, yeah, he'll get knocked out then.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got 3d6. He's definitely knocked out.
And then I'm going to sneak behind Beetle and say, "Thanks for the cover, big guy."
We moved to round 4 with the Baron.
Glad to be of service to you.
The Baron staying still. He turns his attention. He still has... No, he doesn't have... He turns attention to Zyle, and he tells his friends and says, take one of them as prisoner, and he gets you with an 8 energy.
Damn.
Yeah, you felt that one. I noticed. Yeah, I was just, okay. And then the Baron... Oh, yeah, that's his reaction, so he's... Oh, wait, he has a multi-attack. So the Baron will... Yep, he's got multi-attack. Continuing to target Zyle. Like, you know, the good old days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was almost a nat 20. It still hit you. And that is a full...
I am on the ground.
Zyle is down. Just as his turn is up, right?
Yep.
Really, just like the good old days.
Yeah, I will go ahead and roll.
I would like to
Yeah?
step in with a let me find it because I believe it's a reaction.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how many times Minnick has saved your ass.
Too many. I appreciate it.
And you did not save his ass last time, but
Oh.
I was playing your
Oh,
character.
my defense wasn't here last night.
Just committing OSHA violations.
That's what I should have named the episode.
Tiny screen. It is a reaction, and I believe is exile within 30 feet of.
Of you?
Yeah.
He is exactly 30 feet in the
This is
system.
exactly 30 feet.
Then it does work. We can use the. Ooh, I need to target him. There he is. Let's use the Waters of Life, the magic
Ooh.
exile button.
Nice. That's your reaction, huh?
It's a reaction.
It's reaction instantaneous. Wow. There we go. Fun fact, you did get a 10 on your death save, but you didn't need it. You feel revived, but you will remain prone for now. You get to take a turn, though.
All right, I'm gonna use an action to get up.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my attack action to.
Well, it's
I'm
not.
gonna try to get away from this dude.
Yep, it's not an action to get up, just half your speed, but yep.
Oh, it's half speed. Okay, cool. But I can't move. I'll provoke an attack and opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do a warp strike.
Ooh.
Basically, if I hit him with my vibroblade, I can just yeet a good 10 yards. I believe it's 10 yards. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. If you make a melee a weapon attack, on a hit he suffers the normal effects and you could teleport 10 feet.
So that gets me out of opportunity range, so I kind of want to get the fuck out. So we're going to try that. So we're just the normal hit.
It
Let's go.
will hit as you knock this guy out. He was already hurt pretty bad. You had lit him on fire earlier, by the way. And he drops. And, I mean, you could still warp, but you're no longer at threat of opportunity.
Yeah, we're just going to go skadoosh one. That's 10 yards. And we're going to move, because I know it's only half my speed, so that's like 2 more.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to stop here.
Okay, we move to Beetle.
All right. I'm going to spend 1 turn actually repairing my assault cannon.
You got it. It's a DC 15 something.
Tech check, I
sleight of
think?
hand. It was sleight of hand. Because it's like your scope.
Yeah, okay, so...
He's like, I wish it was tech. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work.
I have a weirdly decent sleight of hand roll, but I just rolled badly.
Sleight of
Okay.
4 hands?
Yeah. When you have so many hands, no matter
just trip
how
over
dexterous
yourself.
you are.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're
Um,
unable to get the scope properly working on that weapon.
All right. Well, then I'm going to switch back over to the beam rifle once again and aim at the Baron with my second attack, or my extra attack.
You got it. These girls haven't gone yet. Oh, wait, they did their last turn. Never mind. So they can't do it. Okay.
Okay, so I whip it back around after tinkering with the assault cannon and not being able to get it.
That's how I imagine the beam rifle works once I find the sound for it.
I imagine it like the Ghostbusters proton pack.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks like brute force is working on that one.
That's
1. And you already used 1 action to try
yeah,
to
and I
repair
use
the
the
weapon.
other.
So
Yeah, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so I'm good. That's end of my turn.
all right. These girls regain their reaction. In the meantime, they're going after Revos here with their whips, their vibro rapiers, as they slide it out for a 16. Revos has a prompt. Nine damage on that one. This next lady rips out her vibro rapier, going after the closest target. Oh no. It's a crit on a melee. She loses her footing. Acrobatics check. Oh, she should be good at that. We'll see what happens. DC 15 or fall prone. Turn has ended and she nat 20s on her acrobatics check. So she slips her footing, but it looks like she meant to do it as she stays grounded there. That was both of them. Euro. He is going to give Minnick his critical analysis, because why not? And then he will target the good Baron with a Betty shot. Oh, that was a 13, and then it switched, so the Baron doesn't take it. He'll move over this way, he just uses Beetle as a shield. Revos.
Hey. Yeah, so gonna attack good old Baron. If you want to do this as an interceptive attack, that is fine.
Sure. The first one will take the 10 instead. The one to your right.
Roll the shocking DC as well.
Sure. That is dex save. She nat 20's that.
All right. Well, that is fine, because I will attack again.
Okay, the second one's going to take the hit as they both try their damnedest. So she'll take 14 over on your left side. they just bounce around, taking these
I thought
hits.
they both used it. Dang.
One used it and
That's
not the other. So she uses hers, and it's a Dex 15, so she saves on her 13, and the Baron does not take the damage from that one either.
Dang, so both on this turn, they both used
Yep, they just both used them up, so they're done for the round.
They're right. Okay. I think as a bonus action, what do I am going to. I'm gonna lend aid myself to lend hit points to myself, which I believe should be automatic. There you go. I get 8 hit points back.
You got it.
Okay.
Automatically
Wait,
applied.
I was at 11? Oh, geez Louise. Guys, help me out.
Minnick, ducking back. You got a critical analysis.
Yep. Gonna re-aim at the feline, and to use critical analysis, do I have to use it for the attack roll itself?
You can use it, I think. Let me just check Euro's features real quick. Critical analysis. When a friendly creature to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
I will totally use it for this first attack roll.
Great.
So here we go.
That will hit. We'll assume you use that critical analysis.
Might as well use it or lose it.
Actually, if you roll a d4, if you get a 4, then it'd be a 20, and you could double the damage. So roll a d4 on the dice tray at the bottom, and hope for a 4.
Oh, my D4 is behind a menu that I can't.
Then
Oh,
can
there
you...
it goes.
Oh, okay. My d4s. Oh, so close. All right. He takes the 7. Or she takes the 7. You're going after a Thalen?
Yep.
Okay.
And, no. So for the second attack, just gonna fire again.
You're going to hit her. You're going to hit her. She takes another 7 through her very tight body armor.
And that's it for Minnick. This is just a fire from across the gap.
All right, we're going to go to QB, and then we're probably going to end for the night. So, QB, what's going on?
Oh, man. I'm watching Minnick's success. Gonna kind of duck out around Beetle. And I'm going to reload my weapon.
Bonus
One of
action.
these days I gotta talk to you guys. It's silly how much I have to reload this thing.
There's probably
I've never had luck. How do I
weapon
I need a reload button for as much as I have to reload this thing.
Okay, I'll work on it.
You totally
there you
need
go.
a power belt.
Did you reload me, Jeff?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, a power belt. That would be great. I digress. Here we go.
That'll miss. Yub, yub.
Man, oh man. I can do nothing. I shall move. And that's the end of my turn. Very uneventful last turn for the night.
That's right. We're going to have to start round 5 with the good Baron. He's hurt pretty bad. You can tell that his troopers are all down. His clone troopers. So he's just got his almost like trained animal bodyguards. He's no longer feeling confident, but he still looks like a cocky son of a bitch. So we'll end there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing.